So basically, you're getting twice the bass with the TK421, which we've got available in this system right here.
I don't know. I don't really know if I need all that bass.
Oh, I think you need all that bass. I mean, if you want a system to handle what you want, yeah, you need the bass. This is hi-fi. High fidelity. You know what that means? That means this is the highest quality fidelity. Hi-fi. Those are two very important things to have in the stereo system.
Price for the 420.
I have this very unit in my home.
Really?
Yes, I do. But of course, I got it modified with the TK421, which kicks it up another, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 quads per channel, you know. But that's technical talk. That doesn't really concern you. You're still a little uncertain, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what you need? You need a test drive. That's what you need. You need a test drive. I mean, it's one thing to hear it from Buck's mouth. It's another thing to hear it from the TK421. So let me just pop in this 8-track, and you just give a listen and tell me what you think, okay?
More than just soundness. Inspiration comes in twisting things around us. You always know that it's gonna have to go. You always know that she'll be back in the cold. One of the budgets I've made it in a song. So he's coming and giving that hope, but just a second then it's gone. But sounds that are gonna bring me back up. Right. One thing that I can't even know. Sounds that are gonna bring me back up. Yeah. One thing that I can't depend on. Static pulse inside of music bringing us escape. So temporary, changing nothing in its way. Just a second where we're leaving all this shit behind. Just a second, but it's leaving just as much of mine. To resist despair, that second makes you think. To resist despair, cause you can't change everything. To resist despair, is this what it is? What it is, what it is, what it is. A big great sound system gonna bring me back on run. One thing that I can't depend on. Sound system gonna bring me back up, yeah. One thing that I can't depend on. Pick it up, 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 go! Sound! System! Sound! System! Wake up to a possible to say this is sudden. Times will get tough, but my tongue start running. Box my hand, music by my side. Can't get you run right, I'm out of reach by my side. Sound system gonna bring me back up, yeah. One thing that I can't depend on. Sound system gonna bring me back up, right. One thing that I can't depend on. I'm gonna bring me back up, right. One thing that I can't depend on. Sound system gonna bring me back up, yeah. One thing that I can't depend on. Sound system.
There it is. It's the Ron and Fez show. Live with you today. I'm Ron Bennington. There's Fez Watley.
Hiya, buddies.
Fezzy, a little hot out there for you?
Still a little warm out there. A little drenched in my own juices here.
866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. Fezzy, you were saying you had a rough weekend and you're going to meet with the shrink tonight?
Yeah, I moved up my shrink appointment a couple of days so I could go in there tonight. Rough weekend, just one of those crash and burn weekends where I cannot get out from under the covers. Just hiding in bed all weekend.
Huh.
Like a maniac.
Any of the boys check on you all weekend?
No. No, they did not check on me.
No Earl?
No, I didn't hear from Earl.
Pitsy?
No Pitsy.
Eastside Dave?
No, definitely no Eastside.
Eastside Dave offered to take you out to that big FBA softball game. Maybe have you hang out with some friends, get out of your own head?
No, I didn't get that invite at all. No, in fact, I was told just the opposite. They don't want a lot of people showing up.
They said that to you?
Yeah, that's what Eastside Dave said to me.
Don't lie now, because I'll be mad. Did he really say that to you?
Yeah, because they were talking about people go. I said, why didn't you plug it better on the air?
Uh-huh.
And he goes, they don't want a lot of people showing up.
So you felt like that was an affront to you?
Oh, yeah. Well, I figured, well, I'm not included.
We went to Manic to depression, huh?
Yeah, the bottom dropped out of it.
Yeah.
That's for sure. And yeah, so it started like Saturday morning and then just stayed in bed. Did not shower all weekend, which is not like me.
I don't know. Did you try the shower bench?
Nah, I didn't even try. Couldn't even get my fat ass on the shower bench.
What set this one off?
I think it was maybe a long week last week, and...
Well, it was a short week. We only did 4 days.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Just wasn't real thrilled with my performance and everything the week following the big VIP club appearance.
Well, now let's take it back to the VIP thing is like, again, when you're dancing in a G-string, I don't really think that's you either, even though you felt fantastic about it.
Right.
And I asked you if you asked your shrink about that, and you did not.
No, I did not bring up the G-string.
Why not?
Because it was embarrassing to bring up to the shrink.
I understand, but was it out of your normal comfort zone?
Totally. Completely out.
Almost out of character feel?
Totally, yes.
So why wouldn't you say that to the shrink? How can you be embarrassed in front of a shrink?
Well, I did ask her, I go, I felt really good, and I go, is that a sign of being manic? I didn't tell her why I felt really good about the G-string and stuff.
I never said that you seemed manic because you felt good. I said that you seemed manic because you were dancing naked in front of a bunch of people when that's basically one of your phobias.
Yeah, I will definitely bring it up tonight.
And calling yourself Tiffany.
Everyone was loving it.
I understand. They were laughing at you. But what I want to do is when she throws that net over you tonight, to have good reason for it.
I hope tonight is not net night. But yeah, it was so... I talked to her this morning, and I'm going to go in and see her a couple days early. Because I don't know what the problem is. I don't know why you have good days and then devastating days.
The problem could be your mind.
Well, they can't remove that.
All right, Earl, you didn't check on him over the weekend?
No, I didn't. Because I just thought, he likes his me time.
Where does that come from? When did that ever happen? Did we not understand about his isolation, and now you're calling it me time?
That's a pretty word for it, Earl.
Yeah. Why is he going to the shrink? Because of his isolation, right?
Yeah.
Now, I sent my kids by there. Fez would not answer his door over the weekend, and we had to call and say, answer your door and say hi to these guys.
So, yeah, I was ignoring the intercom.
Wow, I didn't know it got that bad.
They said that they didn't believe that you could recognize them.
I recognized them.
They didn't think that you did. They said that your eyes didn't fix.
Well, I didn't have my glasses on, and I'm sure I stunk.
They mentioned that, too.
And I'm like, I was kind of embarrassed to go downstairs because I hadn't bathed in a while. And I was really a wreck.
So
I was pretty wrinkled.
Are you watching TV? What are you doing over the weekend?
No, I didn't even have the TV on. I barely did I have the TV on. And I think the only thing I did was I saw your kids, and I talked to Kathleen from the Bronx.
Did you tell her how you were feeling?
No, but at the end of it, I just kind of I wanted to go back to bed.
Yeah.
So I think, like, in mid-conversation, all right, I'm going to go to bed now. And just stopped it. I mean, it was a good enough conversation. We were having fun.
See, me, her, and Sheepy started a club over the weekend called People We Love, and now it's called People We Love Who Live, because we decided we couldn't have like a club. The list would get too much if you went, okay, Jesus,
oh sure,
the Virgin Mary, Gandhi. So now you have to be alive in this. And we've only come up with 3 names so far.
Really?
Well, you have to have 100% of the people in the group.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's got to go to the whole council there.
Yeah.
The charter members.
And, it's very easy for me to shoot down anything those 2 ham-and-eggers come up with because they're idiots. And then they attack my good people as a way of saying, all right, if I can't get Tina Turner in here, then you can't get in. And I saw, Tina Turner, I love her, but... private dancer? That's going to keep you out of the People We Love Who Live.
Yeah, I can understand that.
So be like me. Join some clubs. Get some things going.
That's what I need to do.
Sheepy's already planning a calendar.
Now, see, I talked to Kathleen from the Bronx, and the club never even came up.
Well, your name came up. It's kind of a secret club, but I thought I could tell you on the radio. Your name came up. The 2 other people that we thought about bringing in was you and HTG. But we thought, as much as we like you guys, you both have taste for shit. You really don't have, I don't want Bugs Bunny's name to be in there.
Right, even though he lives. Yet he lives.
Yes, he lives, but I don't love him enough. I gotta have the only people in there so far, Woody Allen, Bob Dylan, and Bowie. I mean, it's a very difficult club to get into.
Wow, this is tight, yeah. That's hard to get past that voting process. Or more accurately, the veto process.
Why don't you and HTG start a club called We Accept Any Entertainment Hollywood Throws Our Way? And it could be just like Chachi and Potsy and all the people that you think are fantastic. To get back on this, too, this Eastside Dave, the sandwich idiot. And I guess I was so frustrated with him. No, don't come in here, Dave. I was so frustrated on his pedestrian ways the other day that maybe I blamed the Jersey suburbs. I went to Whackbag and they had written something like, do not blame. There's plenty of great places to eat. We know sandwiches. Do not blame the Jersey suburbs. And you know what? I think there's some validity in that. But I just want to say this. Eastside Dave and his taste and the things that he says equals everything I hate about America. This thing of, if it happened by the time I was 12, that equals normal, which means I should do it over and over until I die. That's why Christmas has turned into, credit card month.
Well, we should be getting close to Christmas decorations going up. It is August.
But what I'm trying to say is this, Fez. You take a guy. If it happened to him when he was a kid, then he believes that's the only thing that's happened. That's why he thinks the only sandwiches come with white bread. He's never heard of pumpernickel. He's never heard of a French roll, an Italian roll. That was the frustration that I had with Dave on Friday. I felt like I was talking to Hayseed America. And Hayseed America is not a place, but a state of mind.
Well, it's weird because it's ego-driven. For a guy who probably shouldn't have a lot of ego, it's ego-driven, thinking he lives in the greatest generation, no matter what Tom Brokaw says.
All right. Looks like Casey wants to be part of the people we love who live club.
Should be hard to get in.
I don't know if Casey will let anybody in. She's a little bit cynical when it comes to everything. By the way, we're going to keep this going. There's a new bit on the Ron and Fez show, and it's called Girl versus Wasp.
I cannot tell if he's inside or outside the plastic right now, and it is freaking me out. What the fuck? All right, he's inside the plastic. Oh, he's gonna try and come out. He's moving up towards the opening. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Okay, he's heading up towards the opening. Should I try to shove the vacuum up there? Last time I did that, it ended up starting to suck up the plastic, and I panicked. He's getting really close. God, I cannot relax until this thing's dead. All right, this will be a lot better if I put pants on. Then I don't have to worry about the fact that I'm half naked. Dude, that's creepy. I just saw what you wrote, EJ. And if you think this is hot, that's fucking weird. Motherfucker. You know what's awesome? There's still jackers fucking PMing me saying, hey, baby, what's up? What are you doing? Want a cam? Leave me alone. He's so close to escape. And I'm gonna have the vacuum ready when he does. He seemed completely unaffected by the hairspray. Okay, every time I try to vacuum, I think I'm gonna get him, and then I just suck up a whole bunch of plastic. And that freaks me out because I think all the plastic's gonna come out. Oh my god! Is he gonna get out? Is he coming out of the hole? Dude, that was fucking scary, but I got him! Holy shit! All the fucking plastic stuff. He was just about to get out, so I was like, fuck it, I'm going for it. And all the plastic started coming out into the vacuum, and I don't even know where there's the plastic. I didn't know where the plastic went. I was just freaking out. And then I got the plastic out in time, and holy shit, I got him. And he's crawling around in there, and I'm nauseous, and my legs are completely shaking.
All right, hopefully that's the first of a series, Fez, as different wasps attack this mystery girl.
Interesting. Listening to the beginning of it, I would have bet on the wasp.
So what do you plan on saying tonight when you go to see your shrink?
That I'm nuts. That I'm just insane.
And you felt so good last week.
I felt so good last week, and I felt so bad over the weekend. And please tell me why it's happening, and tell me how to make it stop.
Then you're going to have to be honest with her and let her know that you danced in front of everybody in a G-string, even though you have body issues.
I will. I will just blurt it out like I did Pee-Shy and every other embarrassing thing in there.
But again, could this be your meds and not your mind? Could you be fucking up on the meds?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely could be that. So I see the other guy, the pill doctor, this week too. So I've got them all lined up in a row.
I don't know what to do. Here's Mike. Mike, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey, man.
Talk about fucking up on some meds. Fez, you had a good weekend compared to me. I took a couple of hits of acid Saturday. And we went to see my friend's new house that he moved into, and it looked like the Bates Motel, and just the whole fucking night was just a Halloween massacre.
But, brother,
everything I saw.
You're doing 2 hits of acid. How do you not have your location lined up in advance? Why would you not have a nice, safe trip house? Why would you want to say, even though
to a couple of parties?
Yeah, I don't like this, I'm going to wander around on acid thing. I like my area.
I hear you.
I mean, that's like saying, oh, I have a rabid, crazy dog with me, but I'll walk around the neighborhood. You got to find a safe pen for that. And your brain at that point is a rabid, crazy dog. By the way, Fuzzy, I'm still getting dog hate mail.
Real? Still?
Yeah, still. And now I'm just sending them all back the story about Ving Rhames and his dog killing somebody.
Ving Rhames, his dogs attack a caretaker. Now the latest twist on this one is they think the caretaker may have had a heart attack during the attack,
right,
and didn't exactly die of maul wounds, even though he was mauled to death, mauled by the dogs. They're thinking, well, he didn't die from those wounds. He died from a heart attack from being attacked by dogs.
Yeah, if I attacked you with a hammer, and while I'm doing that, you have a heart attack, that's manslaughter. I killed you.
Yeah, I don't know how you can take it off of the dogs in this part. It was the dogs causing the heart attack. So, but just to get a call saying someone's been eaten in your yard, that can't be the best thing.
No.
When Ving Rhames' cell phone goes off.
What about his agent hearing this? Your client, dogs, because you now cannot watch any Ving Rhames movie without thinking, oh, yeah, that's the guy whose dogs chewed a guy to death.
Oh, yeah, and, of course, Michael Vick everywhere, so it's like, Ving, we don't need this right now with all the Vick coverage.
Well, isn't he almost the anti-Vick, though? It's just the opposite, where Vic is killing dogs, and Rhames' dogs are killing Vic.
He is the Earth, too.
Because the guy's name was Vic that died. Did you see that?
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
I made that up.
Oh, man.
That's you.
That would have been wild.
That's your meds not working.
That would have been the best.
That is a bizarre story. And off we go. Now we had a couple of big home run shots over the weekend. Bonds is tied up, Aaron, and it seems like America not involved in this whatsoever.
No, 755 now.
And then A-Rod hit 500, and for whatever reason, people are hoping that he hits another 256 home runs before Bonds can hit his next.
Yeah, they need a lot out of A-Rod, and just calculating, since he was the youngest of 500, how soon he could possibly get another couple hundred and so.
Now, did they say how much the balls went for that were caught by the fence?
I haven't heard about the Bonds ball.
I heard that Bonds ignored the guy who caught it, that they were at the same press conference, and he just walked by him without looking up. Because I guess he expects him to hand him the ball and say, here you go.
Right, yeah. And A-Rod's ball, the guy that got that one, he said that, you get ushered right away into the bowels of Yankee Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
And he said they offered him an autographed jersey for the ball. That's what the Yankees did. And he turned that down right away. He left with the ball. He said A-Rod wants it.
Right.
The guy who caught it, his dad is saying, you really should give it to A-Rod. This guy's holding out to see what he thinks he can get for it. So far, his earliest offer, I think, was $30,000.
Right.
So, but
A-Rod's got 30 grand. Why don't A-Rod just say, hey, I hear it's going for about 30 grand. I'll give you 30 grand.
it seems like it would be easy enough.
Yeah, I heard the A-Rod ball, they said it might peak at $50,000. No more, no less.
And I mean, I know it must mean more than that to A-Rod. So just give the guy market value.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see what's the problem. I mean, I would give him like season tickets or something.
No, you would give
him
him $30,000. I don't want fucking season tickets, bitch. I want market value. If it was anything else in the world, you would get market value. Why do you expect this guy to hand the ball back? Because he did not set up a world where a ball, a stupid $10 ball, is worth $30,000. Now, it's worth something to A-Rod, but it isn't worth a signed jersey or season tickets. It's worth $30,000 right now.
And I think the Yankees, they tried to offer more like memorabilia stuff when the jersey wasn't taken, the autographed jersey.
But you pricks got $30,000. The Yankees and A-Rod have $30,000. Just give it to the guy and stop acting like he's an asshole and he has a moral decision to make.
And this guy, he's got some job that makes less than $30,000 a year.
Doesn't matter. What matters is you're sitting somewhere. You get the prize. The prize is worth $30,000. Then they're offering him less. You know, again, this is not his world. He didn't set it up this way. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. I cannot imagine why people act like these guys should give things back.
But wouldn't that memorabilia appreciate with time also and be worth more than the $30,000 you can get for the ball?
Maybe, maybe not.
He's the youngest guy to hit 500 home runs. He's a certifiable Hall of Famer.
Then maybe you ought to get some money and pay for it. What are you saying? That he deserves more than $30,000?
No, I think if they're going to offer him all this memorabilia, which I think in time will be worth more than this initial $30,000 he'll get for the ball.
What he wants is market value. You're saying, I want to come at you with a different deal. Because you know what that memorabilia must be worth to the Yankees? Nothing. Because this memorabilia is just shit they got lying around that they asked guys to sign. None of the stuff that they have is historic. All right, give them my Babe Ruth's old uniform. If you're acting like, oh, we got a bunch of old stuff, give me Babe Ruth's old uniform, and I'll trade you for it. But this guy should not have to find himself making up reasons why he should do this. He should just get market value. Spencer, you're on Ron and Fez.
I just think it's ironic that they're offering him memorabilia when he's holding on to it. And they, the balls, these guys pay fines worth more than that ball.
Thank you very much. That is very, very true. If this is the cost of doing business for A-Rod and the Yankees, then that's what it is. And what they should have did is come in quick, made the offer before suddenly it starts going up. James, you're on Ron and Fez. James.
Yeah, maybe the ball supposed to be worth. I think the ball was supposed to be worth like $100,000, and the Yankees and A-Rod haven't given them anything. And
the ball is only worth what somebody will pay for it. That's all anything is really worth.
Right.
So it is. I mean, when you say it's worth $30,000 or $100,000, ain't fucking worth that to me. It's worth $10 to me because I could give two shits about a signed ball or a signed guitar or whatever this memorabilia thing is. But if suddenly I had some fucking signed Elvis guitar from the Hawaii things and his daughter calls me up and goes, oh, I'd love to have that, I would say, sure, let me just find out the market value. But I'm not going to give it to her because she's Elvis's daughter or whatever. I fucking came upon that legally. This is a country that won't give property back to the Indians. Yet we expect this fucking guy, this ham and egger, to give A-Rod his ball back. I don't understand the hypocrisy that goes on. I do not get it for a second.
Is there some sort of thing where A-Rod or the Yankees would look bad if they offered money back?
Yeah, they would look bad to their accountant because their accountant's going to say it's just a fucking ball. Why are you paying $30,000 for a ball? No, it's only about money. I don't think anything else is out there that anybody cares about. Pete, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I got a question for you, Ron.
Good.
Now, you think about this. You got Barry about to hit it, and when somebody catches that ball, that's like winning the lottery. Of course he's supposed to get paid. I mean, who's going to be a moron and give that to Barry? Or give it to the Hall of Fame?
What's your point?
Well, I'm just saying, I mean, if you're talking about this, I mean, I think we need to look at it from that standpoint, is the fact that that's like a lottery ticket. And it's the same kind of deal. I mean, if you had a lottery ticket, somebody else bought it for you, and they said, well, I was a gift, so I want it back. You're not going to do that either.
Well, I don't even see it as that, because if Fez bought a lottery ticket and gave it to me, I would feel like I owed him something back. But if I paid tickets to go sit in the outfield on the hopes that I could catch Barry Bonds' ball or fucking A-Rod's ball, the ball came to me, I don't want to hear the sentimental reasons why I'm supposed to give it back. It's bullshit. And what kills me is this is a business to the Yankees. It's a business to Bonds. It's a business to A-Rod. Why isn't it a business to this mutt who just caught the ball? Mongo, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys. These athletes hold out for more money and more money all the time during contract negotiations. Why shouldn't the little guy hold out for a little piece of money, which amounts to a fraction of their paycheck?
It really doesn't make sense to me. Clint, you're on Ron and Fez.
I realize that those guys in the stands pay for the tickets, and they got no obligation to give the ball back. But don't you think it's odd that A-Rod should have to pay $30,000 for something that he accomplished?
Well, his rights to that ball would be the same as mine or yours or anybody else. He doesn't have any rights to that ball. If the ball was so important to him, when the pitcher pitched it, he should have jumped out, caught it, and ran in the locker room and put it in his locker.
I'm just saying, kind of as a courtesy to him, you think that guy should give the
How
ball
is
back
this?
for what they
This
offer?
fucking comes up with sports writers. How is it a courtesy to him?
Just because he accomplished it, I would just think kind of as being a good person to do it.
That fucking kills me. No one ever says, hey, you should be a good person and only take half the $26 million a year that the fucking Yankees give you. Give the other $13 million to, poor starving children somewhere. The fact is, that's a business he's in. He's got every right to make as much money as he wants. Same thing as the guy who caught the ball. When that ball leaves the fucking field, it's not A-Rod's ball. It's not the Yankees' ball. It's not Major League fucking Baseball's ball. It's the ball of the guy who caught it.
Okay.
But I don't know why you guys always want to sit around and act like, let's play some kind of 1930s thing of be a good fellow, when nobody else in this is a fucking business that takes place out there. Nobody else plays this. But then they fucking sell that back to the rubes as if this is the American, pastime, and we're all watching Roy Hobbs.
Well, they act like there's a nobility to it, but there obviously isn't. The guy's dad, who's talking to the press about getting A-Rod's ball, he said, you know what? The situation might have been different if A-Rod had come and talked to him while they had him downstairs.
That's even bullshit, too. That is taking this thing too far. It's not personal. It's just business like it is for A-Rod every other day. First of all, I tell my old man, do me a favor. I didn't fucking hire you as my speechwriter. Stay away from the press. I don't need you down there talking your crazy shit. I caught a ball. The ball might be worth $20,000, $30,000, $100,000. I don't know what it's worth. I'm going to see market value. That's the only thing about this that makes any sense at all. Everything else is crazy talk. Whether the guy got snubbed by A-Rod or Bonds, that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, with and it was a low offer too. If some offer had been presented, some reasonable offer had been presented right up front.
By who?
By the Yankees.
Whether it was or not, I don't know. It's up to that guy then, whether he wants to take it around and look for it or whether he wants to take the first offer. To me, $30,000 seems like he's stealing a fucking ball. The $500. If I went over to someone's fucking house and they go, oh, this is the 500th ball that was fucking hit by A-Rod, I'd be like, cool. And that would be about as much as it would be worth to me. I'm telling you right now, if I go down the Hard Rock, no offense, Johnny, I'm not sitting there. I walk by, oh, that's Prince's guitar. There's Elvis's pants. I'll go, oh, cool, I saw that special, whatever. But I'm not going to sit there and stare at it like it's a piece of art. It doesn't mean anything to me. Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, boys?
Yeah.
Not for nothing. This is all bullshit with this memorabilia crap. Todd McFarlane went and bought McGuire's ball for like $1 million something, whatever. Yeah. And then the record gets shattered by, I think it was Sosa or whatever. And then the ball's value is dog shit.
Well, here's the weird thing. All these things, the only value is what one person on the entire planet is willing to pay. And that doesn't matter whether it's a ball or a Warhol painting. So let's suppose you have a Warhol painting. He dies. The next day they start to pay him more money because he can't make any more paintings. Well, that could go up if some idiot is willing to pay for it, or if it could go down if people decided, you know what, that whole era blows. But it's really down to what any one person will pay for it. That's all it's worth.
So you would think A-Rod would be the biggest person interested in this thing, if he wants his ball back that bad.
Well, I have no idea. It would be worth what he's willing to pay, or anybody else. Because obviously, most of the time, it ain't worth the market value to the fucking players. Somebody, McGuire didn't go head-to-head with Todd McFarlane to try to get that ball. It was worth more to Todd, not worth more to McGuire. I don't know why it would be worth anything to you. What if someone said to you, Fez, I could get you the microphone from Y&F? I'd be like, who fucking wants it? Who gives a shit? I don't even understand that. Would you collect any of your own stuff?
Never. No.
It seems crazy. Oh, Fez, I've got the jacket that you wore. And let the puppies breathe. What the fuck you got used
now
clothing?
It sounds crazy.
It is crazy. It's insane. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey,
yeah.
I would hold the ball ransom like a kid. I'd mail him one of the red threads in an envelope and say, you still want this ball? You got to give me $1 million.
Yeah. Now, either that, it'd be great if someone caught the Bonds ball, just whipped their dick out and pissed all over it, and say, this is what I think about this. Dan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies. A-Rod makes like over $150,000 for every game. If you want this ball back so bad, what's the big deal giving a couple grand to the guy,
Absolutely. This would be like me saying to Fez, it's $10 for a tuna fish sandwich, and he's being like, what? That's crazy. But then he would pay it if he was hungry. Here's Greg. Greg, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, you guys are overlooking the fact that A-Rod, besides Bonds, probably the most hated guy in the league. I'm a Sox fan, but beyond that, the guy, he slaps at freaking balls. He's just not a good player. People do not like A-Rod. He makes way too much money and never produces in the off season. So fuck A-Rod.
None of that stuff has anything to do with what the ball is worth. This is not a ball that you're going to somehow take on tour and people are going to look at it and think it's great. It's up to what some rich guy is willing to pay to have that fucking ball in his house. That's all it's worth. You're never going to make money off that ball. It's only there's tons of shit like this. Fabergé eggs and, you go on and on. Any kind of collectible. They're only worth what one fucking guy is willing to pay.
The Fabergé egg I never understood. A fancy Easter egg. And people go nuts for those things.
How many people, though?
Well, I'm sure
a couple of dozen? They're not collected by regular people.
Right.
They're only collected by very, very rich people who think it's something very, very rich people should do. So when you say people who go nuts about it, you could leave one on the floor in the mall and nobody would probably pick it up. You have to have an eye for that thing.
Right, because it looks like a kid's school project.
To you. Not to this fucking whatever these weirdos are, And that's what I'm trying to say about this. None of this stuff is worth anything. I don't give a shit what it is. I never even got the concept behind gold and diamonds. And that's been around as long as humanity. And I honestly cannot tell the difference between gold, silver, lead, tin. It all looks like shit to me. I have no idea why people put emphasis on that. But since they do, that's what it's worth.
Yeah, it's the shininess. People still respond to shiny things.
I disagree. A fucking mirror and a flashlight are shinier than a diamond. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We have come up with shinier stuff than that. There is no reason in the world now, with the things that we have invented, to act like gold matters.
And yet we still love it. It's just passed down. It's genetic.
I don't love it. You don't love it. Earl doesn't love it. So how's it genetic and how's it passed down? It's only worth that to some people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But most people are not caught up in a giant gold and diamond craze. Just some rich people. But, some poor people who buy into it. But what do you think the percentage of people in the world, for you saying that it's genetic would mean 100%. But I bet it's less than 10% of people in the world who are really moved and touched by gold and diamonds. I think most of us could not give a shit.
I've never seen one, so I couldn't tell. I mean, I wouldn't be able.
You've never seen a diamond?
Well, I've seen a diamond, not a golden diamond. Golden diamond.
What are you going to show? What are you talking about?
Because I always thought I don't know if I thought their color was gold.
Gold and diamonds,
gold.
you fucking idiot.
Gold and diamonds. I thought you said golden diamonds. I'm sorry, I misinterpreted that. But I mean, one of my most valuable.
You know what, Earl? I cannot talk to someone as stupid as you. I really can't sit here while Fez and I are having a conversation and hear you bring up the elusive golden diamond. You maroon. Oh, Jesus Christ, this show. Here's Mike. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, Ronnie, you got to look at this from another perspective. How much would you be willing to pay for, like, an authentic ashtray from a restaurant like Toots Shor's?
You know what I'd like to do with that Toots Shore ashtray is start and put some people in the lie detector around here. We had that thing, Fez. You gave it to me. You gave me a $17 ashtray.
Hey, I paid a lot more for that. There happened to be one on eBay going for $17.
Well, that's when I went on eBay and saw it. That's the market worth, right?
I paid a lot more, though.
Why?
Well, I didn't go on eBay to find mine.
But, I mean, why would you pay more? Why would you think that mattered?
Well, I found one, and I paid what that price was. I didn't shop around for Toots Shor's ashtrays.
Why would you even buy one?
Because we went and saw that Toots Shor's documentary. I thought it was a nice piece of New York memorabilia. You smoke cigars, so I figured...
Does that make me a bad person?
No,
you feel like you're outing me?
I figured...
Tell me the truth. Does it bother you? I'll put it out.
Here's something that you can use. It's a piece of memorabilia that you would like. It reflects a night out that we had where we had some fun. I thought it was a perfect gift. And now the damn thing is gone.
Well, you know I'm a big Blinky Palmero fan, right, Fez?
No, I had no idea.
The artist?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Why don't you go buy me one of those?
Well, that's probably going to be out of my price range.
How do you know? This is a way of you making, making this up to me.
Well, I shouldn't have to make it up to you. I wasn't the one who lost it.
You know I named a bird after Blakey, and I keep calling all the interns that. Go buy me one of those.
I feel I should probably have to replace the Toots Shore ashtray at most.
You do. You or Lilly, who I think threw it away or stole it.
I wouldn't doubt either one.
Hey, Golden Diamond, what do you think happened to that ashtray?
I think it fell out the window by accident.
No, we sent somebody outside, and they've never seen it.
This ashtray is gone from our office.
And that movie's just now coming out.
Yeah.
That movie's rolling out in September.
Where everyone can enjoy it.
Here is AJ. AJ, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, if that guy's a Yankees fan, why would he not just keep the ball himself and enjoy it to have? Why does he have to sell the damn thing, you know?
I don't even understand what that means. That's like saying, oh, you have a nice piece of beachfront property. You and your family love going to the beach. But then suddenly you find out it's worth money, so you sell it. That's life. No one ever says that about anything else except for shit like this. They do not make sense. Why don't you just keep it as a memory? Who wants a fucking memory that's worth $30,000 sitting in your living room when you could be driving something?
The honor code that gets implied by other people on these things is crazy.
Here is Bill. Bill, you're on Ron and Fez.
29875, my brother.
Hey, bro.
Hoo-ah! Hey, Ronnie, Friday night I went to the Police concert. I spent $20 on an autographed Andy Summers book. I find it priceless.
I don't know how you get past our phone screener with calls like that. I have no idea. Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah.
These guys, they all talk about this guy should be so gallant and give the ball back and all that. And Bonds has already come out and said that he's keeping all of his jerseys and all of his bats from all of these home runs, and he's putting them in a warehouse figuring he's going to cash in on them one day. There's nothing gallant about giving that stuff back. It's all about the buck.
You know, the one thing I do like about Bonds is he thinks that baseball is shit, and people who play it are stupid, and people who pay to see it are even dumber. That is the only thing that I like about Bonds.
So we'll see if he breaks the record in these next few games coming up.
I wasn't watching that one. I had to be told later, and the same thing's going to happen this time. I will not be watching. I don't give a fuck. Earl, you're a baseball fan. Will you be watching this?
Yes, I will be watching.
You watched them tie up?
Yes, I did.
Where were you at?
I was home.
Really?
Yeah, it was on ESPN too.
Uh-huh.
And they
ESPN also. That should be called.
Yeah, ESPN. They're basically following him around until he breaks the record. They're covering every game.
Insane. Here's Dave. Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I wonder how much Earl would pay for the elusive golden shower, you sexually repressed prick.
He is part of the asexual monkeys. One of the asexual monkeys stayed in all weekend under the covers and didn't shower, so we know he's still in the band. Earl, anything happen good for you?
Nothing really. I just went out very briefly, but like Saturday I watched movies.
So nothing sexual. You're still in the monkeys.
I'm still in the
I don't even think I have to ask the two interns. Why don't you send me in Velvet Underground? Who I just found out, Fezzy, next Monday is his last day with us. And I just like to say, Velvet Underground, we hardly knew ye. All right, come on in, Underground. Now, I don't know whether you're even aware of this, but you've been put into the group called the Asexual Monkeys.
Okay.
There's 4 of you. You, Nico, Earl, and Fez, based on the 60s pop band The Monkees and the fact that all 4 of you seem to be asexual. Earl, you should be playing Hey Hey with the Monkees every time I talk about this. But you have been with a woman before, right?
Yes, I have.
Just one?
No, a few.
So you don't belong in this?
No, I don't. I actually do not.
Because you date?
Yeah.
All right, I may have to change. This gets smaller and smaller. I may have to turn this to Asexual Grand Funk because it's really a power trio. Because I don't think he doesn't belong in this thing. He's just quiet and he's not a bragger.
I'd say Asexual Hudson Brothers, but that seems redundant.
Yeah.
One of them banged fucking Goldie Hawn.
Oh, that's right.
So give him all the credit in the world.
Well, I don't know how the Underground got this label on him then.
It's the glasses, man.
It is the glasses, and everybody ranked the interns this thing, and you came in last for everybody. No one feels like they've known you since you've been here.
I don't know.
Now, next Monday's your last day, right?
That's right. That's correct.
And you offered to keep coming in on Tuesdays.
I don't have classes on Tuesdays.
But why?
Because I don't know. I like the show.
You like the show and you like hanging out here? Do you feel like you're a part of it? Like you've given anything back?
I mean, a little bit. I mean, maybe I probably could have more. I don't know. I don't want to be too. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
I don't know why you didn't excel.
I love him.
Thanks.
I think he's fantastic, Fezzy. And he's, for me, he's moved up past Rooster. I now go Nico, Underground, into Rooster.
I'm very flattered. Wow.
Yeah.
I thought Rooster was way higher, man.
Well, he was only one slot higher for me.
He even had the little Rooster button.
You know what? You're right. You're back to third.
Yeah.
You did you pushed yourself back to third. Mark, you're on Ron and Fez.
How is Sheepy not in the Asexual Monkeys?
Well, Sheepy's in the People We Love Who Live club, and I really, Fezzy, and I'm worried that if he's in too many clubs, that he's not going to get his schoolwork done.
Well, his studies will suffer.
Yeah.
Too many extracurricular activities.
Well, the Asexual Grand Funk Railroad is basically guys who just work on the show. And when Nico leaves, I'm worried that you and Earl are going to become the Asexual Simon and Garfunkel. And pick Simon.
Simon.
Yeah, good one.
Yeah.
I call Simon.
Shotgun.
All right, good stuff there. You're out of the Asexual Monkeys.
I'm happy to be out.
Yeah.
Happy.
Good work.
Yeah.
So that's all it takes. Doing women
Yes.
to get out.
Or men. You can do whatever you want.
All you got to do is get laid, apparently, to get out of this club.
Hey, Too Fat, you're Ron and Fez.
Yeah, what is?
Yeah.
I don't think that Earl is gay at all. I'm not even going to say that, but I do think he's asexual. Like, he just is not interested in sex, and he...
Earl's not interested in sex, and that's why he's asexual. All right, wait a minute. Give me a little board gossip here. I got a little razzle-dazzle from one of my spies. Did Sheepy have lunch with a certain buxom female blonde on Sunday? Dave, who was he with? You know this at all?
I have suspicions that she was someone in New Jersey. I can write it down for you.
Yeah, write it down. I'm dying to know.
This is a very interesting development with Sheepy.
Bring it into me, Dave, and do it without an unnecessary slide. Because one of the big things on him in the FBA game. Bullshit!
Rumor.
Bullshit!
Rumor. I cannot emphasize that enough.
Fucking furious if Sheepy did this.
But that is just unsubstantiated rumor.
Damn it!
And I do not want to mislead you. But on
who did you get that from?
I got it from a couple of my inside sources at the FBA softball game.
Oh.
But then he was joking around and he started giggling, so I hope it was real.
Could it have been a mistaken identity and Sheepy himself was the buxom blonde that was spotted?
Well, we're not sure. You know, Sheepy, he was extremely popular at the softball game. Everyone wanted to take photos. And
I heard just the opposite. I heard he had a very difficult time. He was very shy, and then luckily Big A came and told him to mix with people. But he said he kind of froze up.
He was shy.
He told me he had a Watley moment where he froze up, couldn't move.
He had a stalker there who apparently stalks him on Pal Talk.
Yeah.
And I just found out that the stalker works in this office.
Who
so
is it?
That's really weird.
What are you talking about? I'm lost. Somebody who works for us?
Yeah, not for us. But
who works for XM?
Someone who's going to be contracting and working on the new studio on 57th.
A guy?
Yeah, a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was actually doing Sheepy impressions with Sheepy standing next to him during the entire game, and Sheepy was absolutely horrified. And it was very upset.
Where did you get this about the hot chick that Sheepy had lunch with?
Where did I get that from?
Yeah.
I got it from Sheepy's stalker, and I got it from someone else. I can't say the other person's name.
Write it down for me.
Okay.
You know I never give out my sources. Gas.
Eat gad.
I didn't know that. I didn't understand. All right, turn that off. Dump out. Dump out.
It's too late.
But again, you know, sometimes it's hard. There was lots of cocktails on Saturday. I don't know if people were pulling legs or what.
I will be furious.
So we have to do more research on that one.
Yeah. All right, Sheepy might be made president now of people who we love who live, because that seriously would make me into a proud daddy.
Yeah, well, he deserves it. He deserves the pat on the back for that one.
Yeah, he does.
Both in New Jersey. See, he knows how to be coy, and then that makes him like mysterious. And so the girls respond to that.
Yeah, that would be great if he actually got with them, not just being treated as an adopted baby.
Yeah.
They all treat him like he's a legless baby that they found next to the road, and they're trying to nurse him back to health. But nothing happens for him.
Well, that's because he doesn't try. I think if he tried, it would be a totally different story.
He tried that one time. He had a penis in someone's mouth, and nothing happened.
You really can't try much harder than that.
She said it was like trying to fucking blow Eeyore. He was just whining and complaining and not going with the bit.
Looks like I'm not gonna come.
Well, then maybe he needs to take some of those hard-on pills that I used to take.
You used to take hard-on pills?
At the very beginning.
No, did you go and read the whack bag threads?
No, I didn't see. I haven't been able to get to the computer all weekend.
You have been cast back from New Jersey, and I looked that over. And by the way, let me just thank Whack Bag again for the beautiful book, Ron Bennington's Line of the Day. I am putting together a book signing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How are you going to do a book signing? There's only one book.
I'm going to sign that one. Just the people want to come by and see me sign the book. Why are you downplaying this? You can't act like it's special. These people gave me a present that I'd never gotten. You've never come anything close to that. Here's the two presents you gave me. One, you gave me an ashtray.
From Two
And that's
Shores
it.
Restaurant.
And it was
the
not
other thing is,
vintage.
you kept making me sit in Broadway shows, which was literally driving me nuts.
Yeah, La Boheme.
Oh.
And his ashtray that he gave you, again, it has to be, we have to say it, it was clean as a whistle. It wasn't from 1950 to Shore's place.
It was too.
Was it? It was.
Were you the one who got rid of it?
It was immaculate.
Fezzy, you really don't think I should do a book signing?
Well, no, because there's only one book, and how many times could you possibly sign it?
Once. Everybody comes out and sees me sign it.
And then that's it?
Yeah.
Can I come? Because I'd love
Yes.
to. I'd take a photo of you signing your own book.
Thank you.
I think that would be awesome.
That book, seriously, you know where I have it right now? In my bookcase. So I got all these. I got the Kerouac, I got Vonnegut, and then I just slipped the Bennington book in between. I feel so great about it.
There's a groundbreaking new book.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Let's
Here
see.
we are.
Not Atlas Shrugged. What is it? Not Confederacy of Dunces. Oh, no. Oh, here we are. Ron Bennington's Line of the Day. And the forward, please. Liddy rules, that forward.
Yeah. Very nice.
Niagara Falls, Frankie Angel.
Then if someone gets a photo of you signing your book, that can be on the back cover of the sequel, which will be when you get to 6,000.
Volume 2?
Please. I don't know if I got another book in me. Seriously, at a certain point, it just feels like you burn out. And I'm just going to sit at Elaine's, drink every night. I really should fucking take that book up to Elaine's and just be sitting there reading it.
He never wrote again.
Yeah.
Harper Lee.
You're like Michael Douglas in Wonder Boys. You just become
that happens to a lot of guys.
Yeah.
And, well, in Harper Lee, a woman, I mean, that is as good as a book, To Kill a Mockingbird, as any American ever wrote, and she just didn't have another one in her. And there's plenty of people like that. And the real novelist takes 7-8 years in between novels.
Yes. Not like a Stephen King thing.
Yeah.
That's every 8 months. Well, I don't think that guy who wrote The Infinite Jest has followed it up with anything big. I know he's tried.
All right, I did not tell you guys this, but this is a true story. Do you remember when I did the Crazy Cigar Magazine thing?
Yeah.
And I talked like a lunatic.
Right.
I got an email back from him who said, and I thought, I'm going to get destroyed in Cigar Magazine because I talk like a nut. He's saying, we ought to write a book. And
book deals are flying in.
I don't know what it is. But he goes, I got ADD, and he goes, I will just sit there, we'll type things down, we'll talk about your theories, and we'll put them out there in a book. He goes, I think it'd be fucking great.
You have to do it.
I don't know, because this guy's got to be as crazy as Fez. And I'm going, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would he want to hook up? So now I could end up having 2 Fezes. I will have a Fez in my life in every media that there possibly is.
Still, it's an amazing opportunity.
Is it?
Yes, look at after you're done with it, look at your resume, for fuck's sake. You're currently the author of 2 books. and
this one will sell less than Ron Manic's line of the day. I guarantee you, if you heard the crazy shit that I was saying, it's insane.
But that's what people want.
No, nobody wants my philosophy. My philosophies are insane. I'll show you my hate mail to show you what they think of my philosophies.
I hope it wouldn't, be too similar in plotline to the line of the day.
No.
That's all I'm concerned about.
No, the line of the day is completely different.
Okay.
This one would actually...
Those aren't philosophies?
No.
Line of the day. Okay.
And then I got the other, thing of people who we love who live.
Yeah.
Only 3. Give me somebody who could go into the group.
Nicholson. Jack Nicholson should be in the people
He already
who
put him up.
He put him up there?
Yeah, I'm not sure if he belongs there. I don't know if I love him. Brando I would have put in, but he died.
Right.
That's true.
I mean, I love Nicholson, but do I love him enough to say eternal love?
Yeah.
But I can't wait till someone that we have in the group dies, and then we have to take the picture down. And Sheepy also brought up, as soon as we get to 12... we get a calendar. We're going to put out a calendar.
Makes sense.
And then use some of that money to, go on trips.
Again, another publishing deal.
Always wanted to publish a calendar.
How about Woody Allen? I would think all
Woody
3 of
Allen's
you guys. Good.
We've only got 3 names in. Dylan, Woody Allen, and Bowie.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It's very difficult to come up with this. I mean, obviously, Nicholson could go in. But I'm not... I don't think first ballot. I mean, he did a lot of cheesy work.
Yeah, that's true. Well, okay. I mean, some of his stuff in the 80s was a little cheesy, but overall, his career is pretty stellar.
70s is stellar. Even the shit that he won the award for, that I have OCD, half the movie, but I don't know what I'm doing. That thing's almost unwatchable.
No, it's not.
It's almost unwatchable.
It's good.
That movie was as good as it got.
And here's the thing. He's starring with the guy from Talk Soup. Come on.
Okay. What about Schmidt? I mean, that's a later work. That was unbelievable.
Love it.
Dear Umbuku.
And his role in The
Sarah
Departed.
J is really rocking hard and pushing the Canada thing. Very, very proud of her now.
She's a beautiful lady.
Yeah, she is. I don't know why. I don't know how you know who picked her up. My new nemesis, Wally.
Smooth and...
Why?
I'm a soft talker.
Yeah.
And I wear tank tops. And he's strong. Smells great, too. He was at the softball game.
He does smell good?
Yeah, that's the problem.
Even after a softball game?
Now, does he smell good from cologne or just skin?
Cologne, I think. But it's
I
not
smell good from his personal skin.
Really?
Yeah, women are crazy about my smell.
That's great.
Ask Melinda about it. She always comes by and smells me.
Do you, I mean, but it could also be a soap. It could be your skin in conjunction with... No.
Just the natural odor I give off.
Okay.
It's phenomenal. Here's Kyle. Kyle, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I got my eye on you, Ron.
I got my eye on you. Hey, next week is our last episode, right?
Yeah,
They're not going to fucking wrap this up, and then I'm fucked.
Dude, how great is that O'Neill?
The whole show is just so bizarrely... It's so strong to me. And how are they not going to wrap it up? And I don't care. I don't need my shows to go on forever, but I would like an ending.
I'll tell you what, now in the big scheme of things, HBO has never wrapped up a show because you can put Sopranos in that category. All the time they had
What about
Sopranos.
6 Feet Under? I never watched it. Did they have an ending for that?
Yeah, I heard that there was possibly an ending. But besides that, Deadwood didn't have an ending. Carnival did not have an ending.
Well, you can't say then they always do it.
Hey, Ron.
Yeah.
So I got Tom Waits for you for your club.
My problem is Sheepy on the Tom Waits. Sheepy's not so crazy about Tom Waits, which, I know what this is. I fucking did not think Bang a Gong should go in. And that, it makes him, it forces him to go back and forth with other people.
This is why we get gridlock in government.
Rick, you're on Ron and Fez. Yeah. Who's that?
What about De Niro for the list?
What about Bullwinkle? That's my problem right there. You got to understand, this is love. This isn't like people we like or people who have had great periods.
Right.
We're saying we flat out love this fucker no matter what they do.
Okay.
And I will say, the Woody Allen, I stuck by him during the bad decade.
Mm-hmm. I have one for you. I'll be surprised if he doesn't get in.
Yeah.
Gene Hackman.
Yeah, not going to make it.
What?
I'm not going to load this thing up with actors. First of all, what does an actor make?
20 million, 15, whatever.
See, that's what it comes back to, money. I'm saying, what do they create?
Oh, okay. They take other people's
what
words.
What am I doing? Why? I'm still frustrated from him for Wonder Bread. I'm not going to discuss this with you, Wonder Bread. You have to go out of your way and come in here with an exotic sandwich with fantastic breads for me to ever even want to talk to you again.
Okay.
Where are you going?
I'm going to get the sandwich.
You know. You're not going to do it during work time. That has to be a pre-work. This is not an excuse for you to leave and smoke cigarettes on the street.
Because then he'll turn in his receipts. This was show work.
Thank you, Fez. I'm glad that you out him for being a prick.
I'm gonna get you something very special as well tomorrow.
So you know that this is your way of apologizing.
Well, I saw when you called me a sandwich idiot. I thought I had done something wrong. So you're gonna get a very nice dessert treat tomorrow.
I don't know. I want nothing from you. You have made me, and I look at you as America. And I'm glad you ratted on gas. I'm glad that he knows now that he cannot trust you.
Come on.
And when you say a very special dessert treat, all I can think of is one of your mother's desert cakes.
No, this is...
Why you call it a desert cake?
Dry.
This is the real deal.
Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yo, Ron.
What can I do for you, Chris?
Yeah, they said that they're going to cancel John from Cincinnati, and they're fighting between him either finishing off Deadwood or another season of Cincinnati.
Doesn't
What would
even
you
make
rather say?
sense. Why, how do these people get through? Who's running the phones over there today, Earl?
That was Pitsy.
Yeah, what is he doing? Does he know a guy like that just sucks the energy out of the show that he's... Yeah, Ron, here's some rumors. Just, I don't want rumors, I want fact. It's John from Cincinnati. I wrote it out. It's bizarre as hell. I have no problem with people who go, I cannot stick with this anymore.
That's where I landed. Everyone was too nutty on it. I mean, every character was crazy.
Well, something has happened, Fez. Something is happening to the human species. Do you understand that?
All right, that I can go with.
All this stuff, the spirit world is connected with the physical world now. Can you imagine if that happened? When it did happen. I mean, if you look back in the Bible, does anybody in the Bible just seem like a regular Joe?
No.
I mean, everybody was at that.
Yeah, everybody's got something going on.
So that makes perfect sense, right?
Yeah.
Something has happened. So I'm willing to ride it out with it. You know why?
Why?
I care about this spiritual thing. I want something. I'm looking for something from HBO for my $9.95 a month. I want to be able to say, "Oh, now I get it. Now I understand." I'm sorry, Earl, but I got you the towel. The VCR was from Grace.
That's my brother, the king of Christmas.
Look at him. He's playing the wrong song and laughing, thinking he's got it. What if you were fucking playing the song, the other song? Would you have been on top of it then? What song am I even talking about? What movie are me and Fez doing lines from?
That was from Scrooged.
Right. What's the song there? What's the ending song?
Put a Little Love in Your Heart.
What if you played that instead of come blasting back in with the song that you just played 10 minutes before? And he's giving me the big thumbs up, like I got it. I'm a producer now.
I got the joke.
So you're saying everybody in the Bible was nuts, Fez?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you would have to think just about everybody in the Bible's nuts.
You read this Bible and you love it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're crazy about it.
Cool, yeah.
Cool, he says.
It's cool.
Who is the last person that God actually talked to? Because he hasn't talked to anybody in a long time, right?
Right.
And yet all these people claim it.
Yeah. I think if you go Bible-wise, I think it's Jesus when he got baptized.
Nobody else has God spoken to since Jesus.
No. Now, there's Jesus talking to people after he dies, but if you're saying God in particular, God the Father.
God is Jesus, right? Isn't he part of God?
Yeah.
So then, yeah, I would.
Then you would go with Paul on the road to Damascus.
All right.
Where he said, "Why do you persecute me?"
Now, do you think anyone's seen Jesus since then? All these people who said, I saw a 60-foot Jesus, or I saw this and that. Did you ever see another, do you believe any of them?
No, I don't. I don't see Jesus in windows or English muffins or tree bark or...
Why not?
No, to me, it's just you could see anything you want. Like, if you looked at any tree, you could probably say, there's Jesus, or there's any other picture that you want to put in there. I think you could just make anything you want to see out of that picture, out of the bark. Like, if you're talking about a tree.
I've never told anyone this before, but I think I saw God in, not like, an actual... It was a vision of God, because I was in trouble when I was 14 years old, and I was really sad, and I said, like, I just don't think there's a God or anything. Mm-hmm. And I went outside to my to the backyard, and I looked at the moon, and all of a sudden there was this really orange and reddish glow around the moon.
Was that your hair reflecting back?
But it was right around the moon. It was very orange and reddish, and I've never seen it before or since.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, and I was just saying, like, gee, there's no God. It's all. And then I look up, and there it is. And so I thought, at that point, I had seen God. I've never told anybody this before because I have fear of mockery. But for real, I believe in my heart that was God. So that's why I can always say,
you believe in a moon god?
No, I believe it was the actual God giving a sign that he does in fact exist. And
I got a sign from God, and it said steal. It's actually, he was just... Earl, you believe him? Do you believe he saw Moon God?
I think he had a God-like experience. I mean, I had a similar situation once. I was driving in, where was I? I was up in Maine, completely lost. I have no idea where I'm going. It's pitch dark out, and I'm going up this mountain, and all of a sudden I just saw this great light that kind of led me to a house.
Porch light?
Not a porch light. It was
the house of pancakes.
That was like the brightest. It was like this. It was the brightest light I've ever seen, and there was nothing around it.
Was it a holy light?
I guess so. I don't know what it was, but
Did they leave the light on for you?
It just kind of led me, and then all of a sudden it was dark all over again. And then the next thing you know, I saw this driveway, and I was able to go back down the mountain and find my way to where I was going. But it was just this weird.
Earls sound more like weather changes.
It wasn't. I'm
talking. There was a ring of gold,
and you had a spiritual awakening. That's what happened for you.
But no,
it felt like you were touched by the Spirit itself.
Yes, because I saw a physical ring of gold and red around the fucking moon. How else would that happen? Unless God put it there.
I've seen rings around the moon of color before.
Oh, I haven't.
Well, you've never been in a pool too long. Normally, you come into the pool, you see that haze all around it. Fezzy?
Yeah, Earl, I don't think...
No, what about you? Have you been touched by God? Have you had that sighting?
I've never had that sighting. I've never had that sighting. I've never had that, oh my gosh, religious experience feeling.
Now, would you guess that I had or not before?
I would say, yeah, you probably have.
Really?
Because you're an observant person.
And you're not?
No.
You wouldn't pay attention if God walked through here. You don't think I'm a cynical person, though?
You're cynical about things, but I don't think about spirituality.
Yeah, you've never heard me be blasphemous. Do you think I've ever had that experience?
Yes.
Really?
I think it came to you, yeah. And then I think a few months went by, and you tried to downplay it with science, because I know you have a very, in my opinion, scientific mind as well.
Earl, do you think I ever had the experience?
I think you have.
Really?
Without question, you had one. At least one.
It's interesting that you guys would all think that. Here is Jeff. Jeff, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, yeah, how could you love John from Cincinnati so much and then totally piss on Big Love? Big Love is the best show HBO has ever had. It's better than Sopranos.
It's nice. It's a chick show, though. It's a show. It's a soap opera. It's a show for women.
You got to rewatch it, and you got to look at Bill Paxton and realize there is a man's man. He's got 3 women, and he's not being pussy whipped by them. He's in charge of his family, and he's the actual man's man.
Absolutely not. I disagree. I think he is pussy whipped by the whole thing. His religion, and I'm not talking about the spirituality we're just talking about, but I mean the physical religion that that he deals with, and those women. If anything,
you have not
look,
watched it.
let me tell you something, brother. You got fucking more than one chick, and you don't get them in bed together, you're a femme. You've got to get those broads in there together. And I'll even say this to him. Look, I know that you think you don't like it. I want you to give it one try. And you fucking come out of that going, I don't like it, then boom, I ain't going to ask you about it again. But you will fucking try.
What harm?
You're going to
Can't happen.
fucking roll around with that other broad. It's going to happen, or else this thing can't keep happening. Now later you might act all freaked out by it, and
I mean, they're basically
I might
banging.
have to walk you around the fucking street a couple times while you panic, and then you'll later say, "Don't tell anyone I did that."
And they're banging him anyway. I mean, they're banging each other anyway.
Doesn't matter. Just give it a shot. That's all I'm fucking saying. You're going to give it a shot. And then it's a little secret. Who knows? No one fucking knows. You may fall into it. It might be good for everybody. In the meantime, it'll give me a little chance to smoke while I sit back and watch. I like a little watching time. I like to direct a little bit.
Scissor clap.
The Scissor Sister thing's fucking absolutely exciting.
Yeah, it really is.
The clit on clit action cannot be fucking pushed aside.
It's definitely my favorite.
You've never been with 2 broads at the same time in your life.
I'm talking observing pornography.
That's nothing. That's
Okay.
not like being there. That's like fucking playing in the major leagues and watching it on TV. It's 2 different things. Here's Brian. Brian, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Dave and Earl are both nuts. They didn't see God. They saw the fucking golden diamond.
It was so on my nerves with that today. Not only that, I didn't even call him. He just spoke up like a maroon. Sean, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, how's it going?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Dave, when you have orange rings around the moon, that just means the weather's going to change, you dumbass.
I've never seen. The thing is, I had never seen it before. And I specifically was asking for a sign from God because I didn't believe in him. And at that precise moment, whether it was weather changes or not, it happened. And it was. It was God putting an orange ring around the moon.
Like your hair. Hey, here's Robert. Robert, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Earl, are you sure you weren't watching the beginning of the Rocky Horror Picture Show? Because driving in the woods late at night, you see a light.
There's a light coming from the Frankenstein place. There's a light.
It was not that. It was very something else.
Very something else. Now I understand. I could not make the picture till you told me it was very something else.
It was Earl Weiss.
Yeah.
Description. Weakness.
Asshole.
Boring.
What's going on in there, Earl? Another thing you can't play?
I don't think you know.
Play John from Cincinnati theme again.
Where's your fucking neck?
It's there. Yet you're looking up under the wrong name, I bet.
Looking under the album Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Mm.
It's not there.
Hey, how did CT and Jiven do? I read the RonFez.net raves. I read Whackbag. They just ripped them a new one. Did anybody listen?
I couldn't hear it on Saturday.
Earl, did you listen?
I listened to part of it.
Yeah?
It's pretty good. I liked it. I like the show. I always like the show.
So you're more of a RonFez.net guy.
With that, yes, I am.
How about the show that I want to see put on the air, which is going to be Boots and Blunts?
I would give Boots and Blunts a shot.
Really?
He's ready to give away anything. He just doesn't give a shit. Earl, what I want to do is me, you, and Fez doing a rock show. I want to just pull back on one of the best ofs, and we do a rock show one night.
Oh, I would love that.
We just come in here and act like DJs, and we play music.
That's cool. I'm in.
I forgot. Are you Blunts or Boots?
I'm Boots, I think.
How did this name even come up?
These two were, it was Bronx Johnny and Pepper Hicks here.
Right.
Talking about doing a show. And I said, one's into bootlegs, one's into blunts. What are you going to call it?
So
Boots and blunts?
He's Boots?
He's Boots.
You don't think he's into blunts?
Well, he is, but, I mean, boots and blunts and blunts.
Blunts aren't bad, but...
Did you talk with your guys?
Yeah, I talked with them, yeah.
And did you let them know about the reviews that I gave it?
Yeah, I let them know. They were very excited.
The Off-Broadway. And when's the next time you're going to do another one?
Friday, hopefully. It depends on Earl if he can work the board for us.
Really? So it's going to be done where?
Hopefully at XM. I'm hoping.
At 111?
Hoping, yeah.
111, Earl?
Yeah, they're shooting for 111, yeah. It should be up and going again.
So hopefully Friday that'll happen.
Yeah, because we were supposed to be out of here today, and for some reason we're back in this studio.
Yeah, apparently still too dangerous with construction going on at the other place.
Too shitty. It's not even dangerous.
They had the Rocky Horror Picture song. I found it in about 15 seconds.
All right, let's go back in time. And, Earl, are you sure you saw God, or was at the beginning of the Rocky Horror Picture Show?
I would like, if I may...
You know about queuing things up?
On a strange journey.
You know about queuing things up, Earl?
Yes, I do, but I mean...
When Brad Majors...
I just didn't have time to get it queued up.
What do you mean time? 15 minutes went by.
Ordinary, healthy kid.
Well, we had to find the song, and he just found it, and he just told me what it was, and then I just played it.
Assuming you would take the 10 seconds to cue it.
Yeah. Good one. All right, today's night. I think we're going to have a new person under the blankets feeling bad about themselves.
My covers are available, Black Earl.
Fez, so you had a weekend. You didn't talk to a living soul.
No, I talked to Kathleen from the Bronx. That was it.
Did she tell you about people we love who live?
No, I was totally excluded out of that conversation.
Did you tell her that you were feeling bad?
No, I didn't. No. I just wanted her to do that blog thing. I wanted her to start doing the blog for ronfez.net.
So you called her?
Uh-huh.
Nice. I'm proud of you for that. You reached out?
Yeah.
Which is like, I want you to start doing the blog thing.
And then we were having a nice conversation and everything, and then I just said, I'm really tired. I think I'm going to go to bed.
So
tired. I was worried that sounded rude.
What happened exactly? Because it seemed like...
He felt like he didn't get invited to your softball game, and he wanted to go, and he wanted to be with people.
I got invited. That's not right.
I didn't feel like Fez would want to come. It's very dirty. There's, lots of dust.
Yeah, but he didn't have to play. Sheepy didn't play, did he?
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he could have sat next to Sheepy. He could have sat at the girls.
Yeah, but Fez then also doesn't want to go over bridges. We had to go over bridges and all these... Just didn't seem like the type of field trip that
It's
Fez
just
was.
too much of a hassle to ask me to do something. I know.
You didn't want to take care of him.
Plus, we picked him up last Saturday at Medieval Times, and I thought if we pick him up again this week, what is it, every Saturday is Fez carpool day?
All right, so see where that's coming from. You're going to have to spread out the annoyance of your life a little bit.
See, yeah, I'm a burden.
Yeah, you are a burden right now.
I mean, Casey would have done it, but I told her, I said, let's not bring Mr. W to this one. I'll just let him sit in bed.
Casey can't stand him?
No, she likes him.
I got some of the stuff, the video stuff that was done.
Oh, yeah?
And the one where people talk.
Yes.
Did you see that one
yet?
Yeah. 17 minutes?
I love it.
The last person who talks is Fez, and you're so fucked up.
You're whacked out drunk.
You really are. And I'm yelling at you because you took the boom back and were talking at time. Hello, David Casey. And I'm going, it's not that kind of mic.
Ow.
And I remember that day, I was sitting with you and your buddy Kathleen from my group, People We Love Who Live. And both of you guys were so shit-faced. And there I am, sober Bob, trying to get a little food sitting next to you. And you're both just screaming at me.
We're not good for each other in that respect. Me and Kathleen from the Bronx.
Well, I'm wondering, you had a couple beers the other day, right?
Yeah, I had 2 beers Friday afternoon.
Have you checked to see if beers fuck with your meds or your meds fuck with beers?
I had asked the psychiatrist about that, and he told me it was fine. In fact, he told me, he goes, you ought to have a beer every night before you go to bed.
That's interesting.
To chill you out. And I even said, I go, well, you're putting me on the Effexor. I go, isn't that a problem? And he said, not with this medication.
Right.
So I specifically asked about that.
I was wondering if that's what set you off the other day.
It might have, they say it's a depressant.
He was very happy at the bar on Friday night. Now, he was in one of those, as you say, a manic modes, almost like he was on speed. He was talking about wrestling and football so fast, I couldn't believe it.
Was I talking fast?
Yeah, you were like talking a million, but I thought you were just excited about talking 80s wrestling again.
Now, I want to use the whole piece one day. I wanted the opening to be the 17-minute piece one day when I can't make it in. So, yeah, you have been a little manic, and I've been warning about it, and you've blown me off from it. And my thing of worrying about the manic is I know that you got to come down from that.
So I think that's what happened Saturday afternoon. I think it was the tumbling down.
I don't know. I don't know whether it's the meds or it's something going on in your life. But this is interesting to me. When I know that you lie to your shrink, or at least withhold stuff.
Right, let's say withhold.
How can they help you? Like if you came to see me and I was a shrink.
Right.
So you just started saying, oh, my biggest problem in life is Pepper Hicks. And you were just making up this story. I would just start to think that was real. I would not know what to do. So this person doesn't know you. You can get away with saying whatever you need to say.
Oh, right, yeah.
So if you're only giving them half the story or some of the story because you say, the rest of it's embarrassing or whatever, it's like, oh, I lost my wallet. Where was it? Oh, I don't know, Lower East Side. And you weren't there. I would immediately start looking Lower East Side.
Right, yeah. I mean, you're absolutely right there. It's not going to get me anywhere. And I should have told her, and I will tell her tonight.
So I told you last week, I go, did you bring up to your shrink that you're dancing around in a G-string when I know you have body issues? And yet you're like, this is great! Yeah! And I'm like, I don't know, and you're like, well, people liked it. And I go, yeah, of course, they liked it. But my point was, that sure seems different than the Fez Whatley I knew, my whole adult life.
Right, it was totally out of character behavior.
Or are you just saying that now
for any Fez
to agree with me?
No, trust me, I don't like showing,
But you didn't say that on Friday. Friday, I'm still saying it to you, or Thursday, whenever your thing was, and you're like, no, I'm not manic, I'm great. So now, because you had some depression, you're looking to agree with whatever I have to say.
Well, now I'm looking, because then it's just like, all right, pills are working, I feel really good. Now, after this past weekend, I can't keep saying that because it's obviously not the truth.
Eric, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, listen, do you think it could be just a suggestion that you put out there about manic depression that makes him turn around like that? I mean, you see the way he goes, falls for the hypnotist, and just on anything when you're talking about it, he seems to reverse himself as soon as you bring up a point.
Well, I've been saying, no, I never said you're going to crash. I said I'm worried about the crash. I've been saying that for a couple weeks. So, but you do have a good point. By me even bringing up, hey, I'm worried if you're going to crash from this, does that make you crash?
I won't discount it, but I mean, but to just stay in bed that lethargic all weekend long, that seemed like even beyond depression.
And you haven't been depressed since you went on the meds?
No, because I've still had the anxiety.
Right.
But I have not had that depression that goes along with it.
What was he doing on... And by the way, did you pick up the tab on Friday, Earl?
No, I didn't.
Okay. So you still owe $2.
He
yes,
still
I
owes
do.
$2.
What are the thoughts for this week?
Haven't really given it a full thought. I was thinking, maybe Italian.
In New York fucking City.
Italian
You
food.
need to fucking focus on a place.
I'm thinking Italian food. What's a fine Italian
Generic
place?
Italian food.
He just said, what's a fine Italian place?
That's me.
Well, I meant to say there's plenty of fine Italian places.
Is there, Earl? I don't know whether this is the best job for you.
Can I bring up one thing to consider about Fez?
Yeah.
Is that the weekend before we were all busy doing stuff, and the weekend before that, it feels like we've always been doing stuff together Fridays and Saturdays. And this past Saturday was the first time he was alone.
You
So
know,
is that it?
Yeah, like in a month. That's true.
You know, it's kind of odd. Friday, I went home, slept, which I've never taken naps in a long time. Slept like 2 or 3 hours. When I woke up, I had sadness. Like, have you ever taken a nap and then you wake up and you just feel sad?
Wake up pissed off.
Yeah.
like,
Angry,
well,
bad.
That's how I felt. And you kind of fell into that, but, you know, stayed there.
I kept it going.
Here's Mike. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Fezzy, I'm a drug rep, and I used to sell antidepressants, and there's a reason why Effexor is called side Effexor in the industry. I think what you're having is that after 2 or 3 weeks of taking these kind of drugs, the chemical levels that are now totally different than when they were before start to wreak havoc for you. You really ought to speak to your doctor about getting on a different antidepressant.
That seems awfully quick for something like that to have happened.
Side effects, sir? Did you know it had this nickname?
Get a low-dose drug like Paxil, and I mean Prozac has been and has always been the best antidepressant. So you really should speak to your doctor about getting on a different drug. Effexor is really not the best thing for you.
Bring up the side effects or gimmick.
Yeah.
Are you telling this guy anything, or are you just listening, Fez, when you go in there?
No, the psychiatrist, I tell everything to.
You told him about dancing in a G-string?
No, I didn't tell him that. I haven't seen him since then.
Nate, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies. Yeah. Hey, Fez, I'm a manic depressive. I was diagnosed 12 years ago, and the first thing that I learned was manic depressives should not drink at all. It accelerates the tumbling down if you're in a manic phase and you're drinking. It absolutely does, and that's probably what happened on Saturday. Also, effects are probably not a good idea. You might want to look it up on WebMD or something like that. You know, I'm on something called Depakote.
One thing I do is I hate talking to you guys when you get in like this. You could always email them at fez2000@AOL.com. But when you start to get technical about drug names and all, it's going to put me on pills. All right, Fezzy, what do you think about what Dave said? You've been very busy doing a lot of social things the last couple weeks. This is the first weekend you didn't have anything planned. They didn't invite you to the FBA party.
Right.
Which, by the way, I think you and Uncle Inky would be great guys, great buddies.
Thanks.
I think that if you hang out with him a little bit, you'd get yourself out of the asexual monkeys.
Oh, yeah.
And you'd start finding something fun to do. But do you think maybe since you didn't have any plans and no kind of fun stuff to look forward to, that fucked with you?
Maybe it did, because I didn't consider that till Dave brought it up. But yeah, that could have been it. Maybe it was like some loneliness.
Which I
Pure and
think,
simple.
believe it or not, could be a step in the right direction, because it seemed like he always wanted to shut himself off. So now maybe, he wants to be around folks.
So you got up and called your teen shrink first thing this morning.
Yeah, we talked this morning.
And what'd you say? I got to see you now?
I'm like, I said, I'm having a bad morning. I had a bad weekend. I said, is there any way I could see you sooner? And so she got me a spot for this evening. A 6:15er.
Well, he's still then clearly insane.
What?
He just needs you do need a lot of help. I mean, between the blankets and having to call your shrink for emergency, rescheduling. Forget about the step in the right direction that I just said.
You don't think it's a step in the right direction?
Nah.
Instead of waiting till Wednesday and just kind of stewing in it?
Well, hiding from Ron's kids is odd.
Well, I just didn't answer the intercom. I didn't know who I was hiding from at that point.
It's only a month away or so until we have our Notre Dame football Saturdays. So if you can just hold off for a month, He'll be back in the scheme of things.
Talk about depressing.
Well, that really does give you something to do on the weekends. You do like football season for that. I am not going to watch the games this year.
What?
I mean, I'm not going to leave my house to watch the games.
We always watch the games.
I know, and I find it exhausting, and it ruins my weekends.
Well, this throws a whole monkey wrench into it.
But you got other people to watch games with, and we were going to find a new bar this year. I'm not going to sit in Hooters. I can't do it.
That I can understand.
It's a hard chair. It's bad food. It's unpleasant.
I completely agree with you there.
Why can't we find something on the Upper East Side, Earl? We talked about this. You think our new studio will be perfect for it?
Yeah, they're gonna have the new studio's gonna have a bunch of flat screens in it, so it's gonna be comfortable. It's gonna have couches. It's gonna have the whole deal.
Pitsy, do you want to add something?
No, I was going to say we should petition Wiki to get Sunday ticket. And
I think he'd be glad to. Tell him that we need it for the show.
Yeah.
And all we really need is the one game, because you guys all watch New York games, right?
Yeah.
And we get Fez's, basically all we need is the Bucks game. We sit in there and we're watching it and we're fine.
And we're all set.
Fez will fucking pay for it. It's only like $150.
Really? That much?
Oh, but we don't have a disc. We got to have a dish, right?
I don't see why we can't just put one on the window and just point it south. And
well, because I don't know what he's using. Is he using cable?
I'll get details for you so we can work
it's cable. It's Time Warner in that studio.
Yeah, that's fucked up. We need one dish.
Mm-hmm.
And we only need it until 4 or 5 weeks in. You'll realize that your Bucks aren't worth watching anyway.
Chris Sims will start again and it'll all be over.
Oh, it ain't going to be Chris Sims. It's going to be the other ham and egger.
Jeff Garcia.
Yeah, that ain't going to happen.
Congratulations, by the way, just got married.
Mm-hmm,
but
I'm falling for that.
But wasn't able to go on a honeymoon.
Right.
Because he had training camp.
Guess what? You may, All right, hold on. XM is a partner with DirecTV? I had no idea.
Yes.
That we're heard on DirecTV?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't anyone bring that up? Why don't I get to hear that from Deb?
Yeah, we're on DirecTV. I believe channel 879 is 202.
All right, Casey also said she's going to give you a number and she'll pick you up from now on. But I think it's important for you, Fez, to stop being rescued by people.
Right, I understand.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be important for you to, if you want to go somewhere, to find your own way there. To not become the elderly aunt. If you can help it.
And make that call and say, I'd like to go to the softball game. I'm not going to play, but I'd like to go, or something like that.
You don't even say I'm going to like to go. You're going to fucking show up. You're Fez Watley. You go cruising into that place. Those fuckers would have went ape shit.
Oh, yeah. As long as you had a positive attitude. You know, like I do say, it was a lot of mud and finger foods I'm not sure you're always good with either.
What about my own fork?
He's looking for human beings to hang out with, not fine foods and cleanness.
Okay.
He just wants to be around people.
And that was
now, the other problem is that when you do go around people, you tend to nag and bitch about them, so there's a reason why you're not being, offered things. Let me go over here to Tom. Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, how's it going?
Yeah, good.
All right, yeah, if you guys want a dish, I can direct you to a website to get a black box hookup, and I work for one of the companies. I'll come hook it up for you.
All right, I'm going to put you on hold.
All right.
I like the idea. So we're going to have couches and all in the new studio?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to be fully set up.
We'll have, you know what, we could move Earl's food delivery to every Sunday, and Earl, you can cater this.
Nice. You know what I'm thinking for the first game?
What's that?
Italian.
So he's mocking you, Earl.
I know, and totally off topic. My mother appreciates that you appreciate her food. She's really happy about it. And she wants to make more food for you.
What is he talking
20
about?
minutes ago, Earl.
No, I mean, as far as food, it's an idea. Maybe one Sunday she wants to cook for you guys. As far as food for this possible game.
When we had cold soul food, you said you liked his mom's pie better than the place's pie, and that just came up. I don't even know if we talked about that on the air.
We didn't. Never. I swear to God, I had no idea what you're talking about. So you want to make your mom cater every Sunday football game?
Not every game. She put it out there. There's one Sunday she wants
I
to
like
cook
your
for you.
mom's pie. I meant a pussy.
Hey.
That sugar bowl. I was right in that sugar bowl.
Just say it's an idea that maybe for one of the Sundays my mom can make some food for you guys. Make a couple plates. It'd be nice.
Earl, get the fuck. I know Sunday is Sunday go to meeting day for you and your people. Earl hasn't seen the first half of a Jets game because these preachers don't know how to wrap it up in a timely fashion. Thank God there's a schedule in the Catholic Church. You get an actual schedule.
Yeah, but sometimes things happen. You kind of get caught in the spirit, and things kind of go long.
My niece is up here this week, Fezzy, and I'm like, "What do you want to do?" Why she's 11. I go, "What do you want to do when you're in New York?" She goes, "I want to go to Justin Timberlake's restaurant." I go, "He doesn't have a restaurant." She's going, "Yes, he does." So I Google it. Motherfucker has a restaurant like 2 blocks from my house.
Really?
Yeah. He's got a. I think it's called Southern something, right? Southern Hospitality something. So I go over there. It's fucking packed. You gotta put in reservations like 3 days in advance, and then you don't even get an 8 o'clock.
Wow.
And it's just like chicken and biscuits, and I walk up to the place because it's right around the corner. And everybody in it is a girl and 19 years old.
Right.
They're all thinking Justin is going to come in here and cook food for us.
I'll be your waiter tonight, Justin Timberlake.
But so it's called it's like a rib and chicken place, and it's called Southern Hospitality. And the maitre d' says this to me: "How you doing? Everything all right? Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. This place is fucking packed. Take care of me. I can get you and your niece in here 6 o'clock." And I go, "Yeah, I see the Southern Hospitality. You fucking goddamn New York hustler. I gotta fucking sit here and make a deal with Ratso Rizzo so I can overpay for some string beans for an 11-year-old.
It's South Bronx is what it is.
Man, I've seen the Southern Hospitality. There's like a few of them. Does he own the whole?
No, there's only one, and it's not far from that Igby's. Remember where we went?
Yeah, okay, that's how I knew it.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I definitely know that place. It is. It was packed when I went there too.
You ate there?
Yeah. I didn't know that Timberlake owned it at the time. It was unbelievable barbecue chicken.
It's good?
I loved it.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go there this week, but fucking 6 o'clock at night. I'm going to have dinner like Early Bird Special. I figure she won't give a shit. Yeah, sure. Here's what I'm going to do. Here, I want to wear my big too. Take care of me, all right, Daddy? Daddy's got to be taken care of.
This is the part where Earl should talk about bonds or something else that we talked about half an hour ago.
Wow. That ball is,
Look at his face.
Are you retarded?
He still hasn't played that Rocky Horror Picture song yet.
Now, what's going on over there?
Nothing's going on in there. He gives me a goddamn song, and then he tells me, he's like, "Oh, you should have cued it." I don't know the song, you idiot.
Helping him out.
You know Q, you want to get up to music. You do not want to give us, unless you're Pepper Hicks, you don't want every song to open up with you, playing movie stuff.
I understand it, but I wasn't familiar with the song. He never said to me, "Well, you have to in-cue it in about a minute or so."
I thought you did. My mistake.
I want to know something. Who's crazier and closer to a breakdown right now, you or Fez? And I want you to be honest.
I would say Fez.
You are.
I'd say you're wrong.
What do you honestly think, Fez?
I think Earl.
Now, are you just saying it?
No, because I think I'm recognizing my problems and I'm trying to get some help, not just sputtering off crazy things into an open mic.
Joe, never once has Earl sought mental health treatment, which he so desperately needs.
Yeah, a guy who eats shit is telling me I need help.
I'm so happy.
A guy who fucks a jar of jelly. I need help.
But that's me being sociable.
A man trying to cross swords with another man, and I need mental help.
Oh, by the way, who's that other man?
That was me.
Crazy.
And
he's desperately trying to do it. I was like, "Get away from me.
Get away from me. My cock's too hard."
I was just trying to bond, big man.
Didn't you? You had pre-cum.
Did not have pre-cum.
You can't come, right? Did you jack over the weekend?
No, I didn't.
How do you sleep?
I go to bed. I lie down and I go to sleep.
With a
I don't know
pup
how a man
tent?
can fucking sleep without getting rid of his nut.
It's not that I'm like walking around with this endless hard on. It's
You
not
should
me.
be if you haven't jerked off. If you haven't jerked off for whatever 16 months, whatever the fuck it is.
Oh, Golden Diamond, what are you doing?
I've never even seen
a Golden Diamond.
I completely
fucking retard.
misinterpreted it. That was my fault.
And no one even asked you to talk. You just came blustering in.
Now, a new census report says that African American women in this country are the You got that from the U.S. Census.
No.
Are the least likely to marry. They're the person.
But the most likely to have a baby.
Oddly enough. So, yeah.
All right, so out of all the single women in the world, African Americans the leader.
In this country. Yeah.
Well, my world.
Your world, that is the U.S.
All right, let me go over this in my head. Because I tend to know a lot of single women. But I don't know. Does that seem right to you, Earl?
Yeah, it seems very right to me. They just, I attribute it to,
Baby daddies?
that and, men won't commit. Black men won't commit, are very reluctant to commit. And then, black men, they have the highest percentages of people in jail, black men. And then you throw in the
So
other
you're not enough black men to go around.
That's probably the
Not
reason
enough
why.
good black men to go
Good
around.
black men, yes, absolutely.
And, Earl, here's a guy like you. You're out of jail.
Finally.
Which is fantastic.
Never been in jail.
But you won't marry. And you don't even date black women.
Well, I mean, my problem with black women has always been they set the bar so incredibly high, it's almost impossible.
Get out of here.
I swear to God. It's like you gotta have this job, not a job, this particular job, and make this particular amount of money, and drive this particular car, and they say they want a nice man, but they like
don't
a little
want
bit.
no scrubs.
Yeah,
They
no
do not. Is it just me, or is this mic blow?
Your mic blows, my mic blows.
Yours sounds a hell of a lot better than mine, but Earl sounds like to me like he's got the best mic of all.
He does.
All right, let me hear you, Dave.
Hey everyone, how's it going?
I think he's coming off better than me.
His sounds good.
Let me hear you, Pepper.
Hi, what's up?
His sounds good.
It's only mine right now.
Yours sounds bad, and to me, mine sounds bad.
Do me a favor, turn off their mics. Those two guys' mics. Now, does this make any difference at all?
Yeah, that sounds better, and so does mine.
Here's what happens. It starts to drain off of us.
So I got to keep I got to keep their mics on.
Well, you have to at least think, I'm the producer of the show. I'm going to pay attention to how the host sounds.
I understand that, but I didn't figure that out until we.
No, Ron
You didn't figure it out at all. I'm going, my mic sounds terrible. Let me do some experimenting here.
No, but I couldn't even do that until I shut off their mics, and everyone was talking, pretty much sharing time equally. So I couldn't do that until it happened.
What's he talking about, Earl?
He can't do it until he finds the elusive golden diamond.
Don't bring that shit up again. That's fucking driving me crazy, Earl. Stop saying golden diamond.
I won't.
Here's Chuck. Chuck, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, I just wanted to point out the fact that Earl just said black women set their standards way too high, but at the same time, they're having more babies out of wedlock than anybody else.
Yeah, if their standards are so high, why are they having babies?
Well,
as single mothers.
As I was trying to say, like, they have these high standards. They'll say they have high standards. Most black women.
If they have high standards, why are they dating black men?
Hey.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did that go too far?
Yeah, just a little.
Okay.
No, but they say that, but what they do is something entirely different. They tend to go more for for lack of a better term, the bad boys. Some guys with a little bit of edge. But they always say, I want a good man, but then they end up dating and having babies with bad ones.
No, I don't see. Your theory doesn't make any sense. What's your theory on this, Fez?
My theory is that there's an unavailability.
Then let's do this, though. Why are we acting like it's like it's 1958? Why don't we try to put black women together with Asian men? Why do they just act like I can only compete with a black man if I'm a black woman?
Like I said, they say they prefer a black man, but I think, and I know that now, finally in the 21st century, they're exploring the option of dating outside of the race.
Are we saying anything to that, Fez? Is that showing up in the study?
They have talked about more and more black women are starting to date out of race, and interracial marriages have gone up in this country, including black woman, white male or other.
Forget that, Asian. I want to get black women with Asian men, and then we're going to be perfect. And I'll take all the Asian women off their hands. CJ, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how y'all doing, fellas? The reason I say that, I'm a black man, I'm married to a black woman. The reason I think that is because black women, you when you grow up without a father, you really don't tend to worry about being married. You know what I mean? If you see your mother out there by herself, you don't want to get married. I mean, that's what it boils down to.
I will say this. There is some truth to that it seems like women consider themselves the family, and even more so with black women. Like us women, the grandmother, the granddaughters, the mother, we are the core of the family, and the men are on the outside of that.
Yeah, and it's usually the man that's going to take off. If there's going to be a separation, it's the man that's usually going to leave.
Well, it's going to be like that, yeah, of course, because what's a man going to do? Keep a baby by himself? That doesn't happen. I mean, extreme rare cases. But here's what I'm trying to say, Fez. It seems to me that women, they stay close to their mothers, they stay close to their daughters, right?
Right.
And the man, once he comes in, he gets a woman pregnant. It's almost like all the women now pull in together to pull that guy and that girl apart. And I'm not saying that's just happens in African American communities. I think it happens in plenty. But if the guy's not a passive guy and just going to take shit from the women, they push him away. If he is passive and he's like, yeah, I'll fix that for you and I'll do that, he's still kind of on the outside of the family and hanging around. Does that make any sense to you, Earl?
Yeah, it makes plenty of sense. I mean, I got 6 sisters, and all of the guys are that, the fathers of all of their kids, they're not the dominant force in the family. They're just kind of there.
Right.
And whereas, like, when I was growing up, my father was the dominating force. That was just, I don't know if it was just a product of the times or what have you, but something happened probably in the last, 40 years where, I don't know if it's, even the kids they just stay latched to the mother more than the father.
Well, and I can understand that, but you're right. But these families seems to be, instead of having a patriarch, it's now the grandmother who puts her values on her daughters and then their daughters, and they all fucking swoop in together to drive any kind of alpha male away. But that passive male who's willing just to give up some sperm and then sit in the background and take shit is perfect for the new family. Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, Ron. Daniel Patrick Moynihan, the senator from New York, he wrote a paper in the late 60s saying that because of welfare, it was going to destroy the African-American family, and he was, they attacked him severely for it at the time.
Well, Moynihan is a very, very bright guy, but and I haven't read this paper, but I love to. But even now that the welfare stuff is very, very low, we're probably at an all-time low over the last 10 years or so. Where it almost disappeared in the Clinton years, and you never really hear about it anymore. But
the damage was done. It became that you didn't want to be married because you were getting more money if you stayed unmarried.
Yeah, but
take care of your kids, and then the father got to keep all his entire paycheck.
Yeah, but since that isn't the system that we're working on over, I don't think it's just that.
You should read the paper, though, Ron. He did this. He said the same thing about the CUNY university system, that if you let open enrollment, it was going to destroy the system, and he was exactly right about that, too.
All right. Anybody has this paper that Moynihan wrote in the 60s, I'd love to read it. I really would. Earl, I think we're on to something. Apparently long after Moynihan. That's the fucking problem right now. Here is Wrong Way. Wrong Way, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey,
the reason why there are no black men for black women is because all the black men are going after the white women.
Well, people are still getting pregnant, but Earl, are you falling into that at all?
No, not necessarily. I just think that most people would, if given the choice, would stay within their race if they had to pick a wife.
Well, I disagree with that. But even the way that Fez read that, the whole report seems somewhat racist, where now they're marrying outside of their race or they're dating outside of their race. What does that even fucking mean? I mean, that's ridiculous to even bring up.
I know, it sounds like a very dated term.
Yeah, I understand that, but I think, like I said, black women, I think most black women, I won't say all, but I think most, if they had to choose a mate, and they say, hey, I want someone to be with, I want to marry someone, they would want to marry a black man first. But
I disagree with that about anyone. I disagree whether I wouldn't put that on anybody. If any of that stuff happens, it's normally because your own people have talked you into that. Because if you meet a person yourself, you see them as a person. You know, if you fall in love with someone, you fall in love with them as a person. It's the people around you who are willing to say, well, wait, they're not going to fit in your world. But I'll take this back, and I think it's a mistake to throw race into it. I really think that it's much larger than that. I mean, I think it crosses more lines, that it really is more about men and women, and men being on the outside of families, as opposed to black men being on the outside of families. I think it goes right across the lines. Gooch, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
How you doing, fellas?
Yeah.
I grew up in a family, old school Italian family, where my dad was absolute power in the family. It was very male dominated. Since I've grown up and kind of dated and everything like that, I've noticed that it's quite the opposite in a lot of families where the mother is dominant. And one thing that I've noticed is you watch a lot of the primetime TV shows, a lot of the times you'll see that the wife is always the smarter one that's always helping.
Well, you know, we've talked about that before, but rather than just blaming on that, it's almost like the families put more emphasis on their daughters, where a son, he is free to go wander the country, he's free to go roam, he's allowed to do, or just goes out and does that. But the family always wants to keep the daughters close.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. And I mean, it's just evident in like any sort of tradition where the daughter's family, pays for a wedding.
No, I think it's newer than that, though. I mean, I'm talking recently. I'm not going all the way back. If you're going to go back to the daughter's family pays for the wedding, we talked that before. That goes back to dowries, when you were really giving daughters away. I'm trying to say this. When you get married to somebody, the traditions that the family starts to have now are the wife's traditions. You go back to her house for Christmas. You go back to her house for Thanksgiving. You don't go, hey, I got to be at my mom's house for this or whatever. It's kind of expected that the son is going to go off and do his own things. But for whatever reason, we hold on to daughters. Now it's being pushed away where the women in the family, which are the core of the family, seem like they're happier with either getting the girl gets pregnant and you run the guy off, or he's so fucking beat down that he just goes and sits in the other room. He's got the ball game on while all the women and the children are out there paying attention and interacting.
You just described out the Douglas family holidays.
Thank you.
That is really what happens. Like, we're all in one room. The women, and they dominate. They
do dominate.
They do. I mean, and whenever there's like a clash, it's primarily with my father, because he just came from that background. I was like, I'm still, the man is the driving force of the family. Whereas, like, we're going to watch, he's like, we're watching this, we're going to eat this, we're going to do that, and that's really where the clashes always come in, because they want to do different things, and the women want to dominate.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's almost like in families now, the males are on the outside. No matter what it is, whether it's the grandfather, the son, it doesn't fucking matter. They're on the outside. And women, and it could be, I'm not saying it's probably the fault of men not getting involved, but women are the family now. Sean, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, what's up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that feminism really ruined a lot of stuff back when that started, because it basically took, the man had his role to go out and earn $1. The woman stayed home and took care of the kids, which by far is the most important job. And now it's kind of, women had this idea that they would be so much better off to be in the real world working, and it kind of shifted things, priorities shifted, and I think it's...
Sean, I'm going to disagree with that, and I'll tell you why. I don't know any woman with small children who would rather be working. But most of the time now, the economic state that we're in, the woman has to go back and work a lot faster than they want to. Now, most of the time that's because, we'd rather have, nice things. But I don't know a woman who has kids that are 1 and 2 who would not be rather raising those kids.
Well, you know what, Rondo? I believe, the things have shifted like that because now the market is so much more focused towards women now, and women buy more, so it's made it tougher, economically speaking, for women, for men to compete now. So thus you have to have two people working in the house. So it's really shifted things, and I just believe that base has gotten screwed up, and their priorities have gotten screwed up. And I hate sounding like some liberal, bedwetting kind of person, but...
well, you're saying just the opposite of what any liberal person would say, so you don't have to worry about that. When you say, feminine ruin things, that's not normally a liberal attitude. All right, so to go back to that, he's saying because women started to work at all, it became harder, blah, blah, blah. There could be some truth to that. It could be, the reason why we need to. But again, that's not getting back to what our initial thing was. The initial thing was, who is the family? And I say it's women, no matter what it is. I know with my family I grew up with, the women are the core of the family. And in my chick's family, the women are the core of the family.
Yeah, mine, the women... They dominate. They are the absolute core of the family, mainly because, my father had, 6 daughters. And,
right.
And also...
But normally, let's say you had 6 sons and 2 daughters. The 2 daughters would be the ones staying home. And what I mean by staying home, I mean staying in touch. And guys, they just run off any which way that they can.
Yeah, that's my brother, without question. He's so detached from everything.
Where you, almost effeminate or asexual, you still are home every Sunday, right?
One of us has to be the good son. I mean, it's funny, out of...
Unbelievable.
Good means not having sex.
Particularly with my father, one of us has to be tight with the family. My brother's very detached, and he's very distant, whereas...
Almost male.
He's more than male. He's male. He's very much a male.
Here's an out cue.
It's the Ron and Fez Show on XM 202.
I was putting together a piece about your bridge story, and I had to edit out 17 rights. Because when you're telling a story, Fez is like, right? Right. Right? I'm like,
point these things out when they're happening, not afterward.
And I want you to play bloody well right underneath it.
Right.
You're bloody well right. You got a bloody right to say...
Right.
You're bloody well right. You got a right to say.
Right.
You're bloody well right. You're right to say.
Right.
Yeah, you're bloody well right. You got a right to say.
Right.
You got a bloody 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 right to say.
Right. Right. Ron and Fez Show.
Hey, best wishes to our buddy G-Vac. Ended up in the hospital with gallstones, so I hope he is feeling much better.
Well, he's out, but he's still got to go back and see the surgeon now, Fez.
Oh, okay. Get that gallbladder taken out. Now they do that
He's not
thing.
to get his gallbladder taken out.
You don't?
No.
With gallstones?
No, they do the laser stuff, so hopefully you just take the stones out without losing your whole gallbladder.
Oh, that would be good. Although I know now they take the gallbladder, like, out through the belly button. Where it's one of those, just what they call a natural orifice surgery.
I hope he's not listening to these best wishes from his buddies. I hope that he's going to leave that up to doctors.
Well, I hope he's feeling better.
Whoa, let me see this one. Ooh. That's an unmasked. That would be a major name. Major name. I don't like that one.
Interesting.
Here's Eddie. Eddie, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
How you doing, Ronnie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that I think women's bitching skills have evolved over the past 30 years. They've evolved so much that, we're just tired of hearing it. We just let them take the role.
I don't know. I really have no idea. And I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't think people like to really talk about these things other than the initial conversation that they get into, whether it's all men or all women.
The Manchester United, they have recruited a 9-year-old soccer player.
Why did they wait so long? This kid was perfect at 7.
So this was after the kid's grandfather sent him a video of the kid playing. They've now gone and picked up this 9-year-old. Seem a little early to be drafting players?
Well, he goes and works out at the camp there with him. It's not like he's going to make the pro team, but they go, here's a kid who has a possibility of making it someday, so we're going to bring him in to train with our people.
Oh, okay. So it just seems like 9 years old, and you're already rounding up the kids for your soccer franchise.
This kid's not even from England. He's from Australia. He moved from the other side of the world. But, I mean, what if you found out that your kid was a math whiz? Would you want him to stay a little kid, or if he had the chance to go be at MIT and see if maybe he could turn into a genius with it?
Well, I guess the genius part, but it just seems...
Well, can you be a genius in sports?
Yeah.
Was Pele a genius? Was Willie Mays a genius? I'd be willing to say that at their particular things, they were genius. They were brilliant.
Yeah, it just... With a 9-year-old, how do you tell that he's going to be a great adult player when he's just 9?
You have no idea. But the same way of if you take a kid who they go, he's far too smart to play and to be in school with the regular kids. He should be at Harvard. You don't know whether this kid is going to be the next great physicist, but you get behind him and you give him the opportunity.
Yeah, what was the kid, Freddie Adu? He got drafted. He played pro ball at 14.
He was playing at 14, yeah.
So how old was he when he was
And he
looked at?
hasn't set the world on fire since he's got drafted into that league. He's actually even been traded from D.C. He plays, I don't know, Salt Lake City or someplace now. So you don't know, but the point is, do you give the kid the shot? Do you give him the opportunity?
It makes me wonder, with the grandfather sending in the tape, it makes me wonder if the kid really had the opportunity here, or if it wasn't just adults pushing this little kid along.
Well, I mean, that's going to happen with every kid that we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
true.
at what time does a 9-year-old know what they want for themselves? You got to make the decision.
Yeah, that's true. A study from the National Environmental Research Institute says we may one day have to give up our flush water toilets for alternatives in order to save the environment and drinking water.
You know, the toilet and the shower have never really made a lot of sense in terms of how much water we use.
Oh, just crazy amounts of gallons every year. But, it just seems like if we go back to a dirt toilet, it seems like we're going backwards in our progress as humans.
Well, I don't know what we're going to do, but there's got to be something backwards about the amount of water that we use to just clean or to flush away some shit that's how many gallons of clean, pure drinking water gets flushed every time you take a piss?
I don't know, is that like, 5 gallons?
Seems like it's even more to me that would take to do that. to get rid of a little bit of piss. So the system doesn't work if we have a finite amount of water out there and people that can't get it. We should be focusing on it. I don't know whether you piss into a laser beam and it all disappears. Whatever it happens to be, there got to be a better thing that we're doing to get rid of all this clean water.
I know, it's just that, but from sitting for years of sitting on a water toilet and having the water take it away, it would seem like if you're just shitting into a hole of dirt.
But who says that's the way to go?
Well, that would be the alternative right now.
Exactly. I mean, we're not going to go back to horses. There's never been any time. But the point is, if people can't drink, and if we're going to run out of water in the United States, I mean, just think of a shower alone. How much water runs through? It's got to be like a fucking 50 to 100 gallons for a normal shower. Just doesn't even make sense at all.
Now, they also talked about what would happen is, with the dirt toilets, is the waste would all be collected and then taken out to farms and used as fertilizer. I didn't know you could use human waste as fertilizer.
Why couldn't you?
I thought it was bad for us.
I don't know.
I always thought they always used waste from other animals, and why not humans?
Yeah, what's better about them than us? Here's Chris. Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, they are using now in a lot of new construction and buildings waterless urinals, where it's like a filter you pee through, and then charcoal, you got to change them every 40 days or something. And the Comcast building they're building in Philly, they have the waterless urinals, but the union down there was freaking out, the plumbers, and they had to install the pipes for regular toilets for them to finish the building, but they do have waterless urinals. And the ones on the turnpike stink like hell, so I can't imagine what they would be like in a building.
Yeah.
I can see where waterless toilets would be the future, because I know, with the XM toilets, anyone barely flushes anyway. Everyone usually leaves a little something behind in these bathrooms anyway.
In the urinal?
Yeah, urinals and the toilets, both.
I thought there was holes in the bottom of the urinal, and it's just fucking dripping down there anyway.
Some lingers, Ronnie. Some lingers. There's like a little pool of it down there that catches.
Why worry? Why do you worry about such things?
Because it's got to go. It's not supposed to be around. Then I end up having to do a double urinal flush. I'm sure I'm probably the reason for this water shortage. The Brett Ratner, the director, he was talking about his first blowjob that he ever got.
Who'd he give it to?
And he said that he got it from a guy that he thought was a woman. So, and he goes, the wig came off. He goes, I figured out I wasn't with a woman. He goes, it's not really that big deal. This happens constantly. It's very common. This can't possibly be all that common, could it?
If you're going to believe Jimmy Norton, it is. Did you read Norton's book?
No, I haven't read that yet.
You see his stand-up?
I'm waiting for the HBO special.
So, not yet.
Not
Still
yet.
waiting, yeah. Basically, Ratner's doing his bit. Stryker, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
Hey, out here in the West for years, they have used from the human waste from some of the water treatment plants. They don't necessarily use it as fertilizer, but they'll use it as composting manure in some of the fields to get them ready. And the average toilet uses like less than 3 gallons per flush.
That still seems like a lot for a piss, though.
Well, yeah, I prefer to just go out and find a building.
I mean, imagine... All right, isn't it still only like 50% of the world that has running water? Is it around that?
I think it's about that, yeah.
I mean, imagine what those gallons of water mean to that family. That those people aren't getting 1.5 gallons of water a day to use, not clean water. And we're using it on a piss. How many times a day? If you have a family of 4, how many pisses and flushes are taking place before we even get to shits? Just how many straight pisses?
You're probably looking at 16, 20 piss flushes.
So it's an enormous amount of water being used, even if it's only 2 gallons.
Is there anything else on the earth that we waste like water? Is there anything that even compares? I mean, the electricity. I still don't know if that's wasted as much as water from lights that are just constantly on everywhere.
I guess as an American, I would still say food. We waste a lot of food.
We waste tons of food. And as a matter of fact, all you got to do is walk behind any restaurant to see the amount of food that just goes out every day from every single restaurant. So food and water. I mean, you're right about power, but you can't really put that same emphasis like, hey, this could keep somebody alive. I know that it could, but it's difficult to do that. But when you just see water and food, when we have people on this planet dying, there's got to be some way, and I'm not saying we should all feel guilty and clean our plate. I'm saying there's got to be some way that makes sense to get that water and food that isn't wanted to the people that would like it.
Instead of just to a dump. I mean, we don't even try to catch rainwater around here. Everything just rolls into the sewers.
Ed Begley does.
Does he?
He's the only one I know who catches rainwater.
What about paper? We go through just shitloads of paper, and that's destroying tons of trees.
Well, and I mean, look at plastics. How much wrapping goes by that we don't even need at all? A ridiculous amount of how many things do we have that are wrapped?
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
It's nuts.
Yeah, we wrap everything. I mean, sometimes some packages that you get will have like plastic. They'll be like a plastic bag.
Yeah.
Then they'll have a cardboard box over them.
Now, people are starting to do they're carrying a cloth bag back and forth so they can take their own groceries without using paper or plastic. And I know that sounds like hippie-ish and new ages and all, but really when you think about it, the only reason why you do the bags away is because that's the way you came up.
Yeah.
If you didn't, used to get a bag years ago, you would be like, why the fuck would we need bags now? I like to have my cloth bag. I don't want to touch another stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, again, and I'm going to take that back to the sandwich idiot thing, that so many, like Fez is young, the piss has to be taken out. Only because that's the way he was raised. If he was raised around a fucking outhouse, it would be fine to him. You know? So much of this stuff is us kind of reacting rather than thinking it out.
Plus, then, what do those hippies use for garbage bags? Because I know that we used to use our grocery brown paper bags as garbage bags in my house.
I'm sorry, I had no idea.
What?
Things were that bad over there?
No, we would put
Spring Lake.
We would get the groceries, we would take the brown paper bags out, and put them right in the trash cans. So, in a way, we were helping the environment. Though those hippies have to go and buy Glad bags. And they're
Who
not
says they do?
Well, then
all you got to do is use the same can over and over.
You gotta line that can with some sort of bag.
Right. So your lining is actually a grocery bag?
Yeah, I still do that to this day. I still will line my.
What do you have, the tiniest little waste can ever?
Yeah, I have like 3 or 4. I have 3 or 4 of those little tiny 2-foot trash bins.
What's with the unnecessary slides? I'm hearing a lot of reports about you're sliding when you don't need to. I'm telling you right now, you're going to break not only your leg but a second baseman's leg in that game. You don't slide unless you have to.
Let me just say that if you don't slide, Mr. B, you never get a chance to make a sliding catch. And people were saying he was over sliding. I had 2 of the best grabs. Pitsy can testify.
Yeah, but you're gonna fucking turn a pop out into a circus catch. That's fucking. Willie Montanez time, my friend.
This kid ripped a ball. I was playing short. Ripped a hard line drive. I made a backhanded diving play. People are jealous because I made unbelievable diving plays.
But did you need to?
Yeah, the ones that I caught, I absolutely would have not gotten to the ball had I not dove. Now, there were a couple times...
Pitsy, give me the scoop.
His catch story is completely true. He unnecessarily slid into home plate 3 times, though, when the ball was in the outfield. Just to show off. And he ripped his pants twice because of it.
All right, well, if people are talking about me sliding, I'm old school. I'm going to slide into home. I'll slide into home if...
All right, but you skin your knee?
Yeah,
let me take a look.
Yeah, hold on. Here it is.
Put it up.
Oh,
that doesn't look
good. Put it on the table?
Yeah.
Ow!
That's what I give an unnecessary slide.
Right in the knee.
And Ronnie, he's telling people to hit the deck, too. There's bats everywhere. People are going to turn their ankles. Dave's telling everybody to slide. He's a maniac.
Hit it. I like
but
sliding.
Yeah, but you can't you're never going to make it as a third base coach. You don't want to have your guy unnecessarily slide. Every slide, there's a possibility for injury. Any third base coach can tell you that.
That's true. I did think of you when I was on third base coach, and I was thinking, I'm just going to bow it and windmill all these fuckers.
I windmilled a lot of motherfuckers. I'll tell you, when I was coaching Little League, I would point it home and hit the windmill, and there was more plays in the plate with my fucking team, because anything can happen at that age. They're 10 years old. The ball could be thrown wrong, it could be caught wrong, the tag could be loose.
Yeah.
Let's fucking roll this.
That's absolutely the way you play with softball, too, when everyone's had some beers and shit.
Right.
Ball goes out to outfield.
But
you got to get him home.
So your team won the whole thing?
No, we made it to the finals, and then we had a 13-12 lead in the seventh.
Wait a minute, you're using finals. There's only 4 teams.
You made it to the second game.
Well, regardless, we made it to the championship game.
Whose team won?
The Yankees did, who are also known as the Pests. That's Sergeant Magoo.
Sergeant Magoo, who else is on that team?
Magoo, Mafia Life, Chris.
There you have it, right there, pitching.
Yeah, he was pitching.
Yeah, a phenomenal pitcher, right?
Yeah. There were some bunch of other guys.
I know one thing. Mafia Life Chris went home and slept for 13 hours.
Yeah, it was Elmo and Deb's team as well, but Deb didn't play. She just heckled.
Yeah, but she brought Elmo, so there you go. That's how you help.
And Dave did wave me home once, but I tripped over the loose bag, and then he got on my case like Boa too, that I didn't make it home, and I tripped, screaming at me in front of the whole entire field.
Would you take it?
No, I gave it back to him, but I fell right in front of him, and he didn't even see me go down, because he was just waving his arms hysterically.
Well, Pitsy's base running skills were
all right. So
bad.
That's a disappointment.
It was.
Who was MVP for the other team, for the winning team?
That winning guy was Jesus. I don't know.
I'd say Lax was the winning player for their team.
Really?
Yeah, he definitely held his own.
I don't think he was the official guy.
Who was the worst team? The team from Philly?
The team from Philly was by far the worst.
I'm just so horrible.
Not even joking around.
Farthest to travel.
Yeah.
How did I see that one coming a million miles away?
Some of them guys had the old Philly hats with the maroon and the old P logo in it, trying to be throwbacks.
I know.
They were just as bad as them, too.
Yeah.
They were nice people.
All right, I'm hearing the MVP was Sean, too.
That was who it was. Yeah. It was Sean. That was because that was declared by Sergeant Magoo, who was the team captain, so he gets to choose.
How can Sergeant Magoo be the captain? Did you put anything on that leg?
No. You want to check it out?
I got like a back teen thing. Put it out.
Oh, you need that.
And this, again, so stupid to go fucking do that.
Right there, bro.
You just got it hit once. And then the other night I got you on the neck.
You don't understand that it hurts. And when you do that, it hurts more. It hurts when I take a shower
now,
right now.
Give me a little board gossip stuff.
Wow.
Well, then you shouldn't. Inappropriate sliding is bad.
Trusting you.
Bad for everybody.
I thought you were going to help
But
me.
when I played second, like when a guy would come into second, even when it was a stand-up double, I'd act like I was taking the throw and forcing one slide. And like my own coach was even screaming, "You're gonna break someone's leg with that shit!" And I go, "I don't want to fucking take a third. I'm gonna fucking fake like there's a close play." The motherfucker would slow down, and everybody like he'd fucking lay it out, and then everybody would giggle. And my own coach, seriously. You can't. Anytime a guy goes down, he could fucking break an ankle. Now, we got a little board gossip music going because there's a little fight going on the whack bag thread right now between our own Lilly and our best pal Mooch from Northern Ireland.
Wow.
Yeah. So go pull me some of the stuff that they said back to each other. But did you know about this?
No, I didn't.
So Lilly, I guess, joined Whackbag just to fight with Mooch.
See, she is obsessive sometimes.
Yeah.
And she just cannot take when people have even the slightest, negative thing to say about her. So if Mooch said anything...
Yeah, but you know what? You're not going to be able to join a board and get on there and have a fight and then go away for a while, because once you do that, you're going to have... They're going to bring your name up all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go looking for trouble.
Well, I'm not even saying looking for trouble, but if you answered anything. Like I noticed before, Ann has answered back on the New York radio and message boards, which are ball busters. But since they do know that he will occasionally post, then you'll say, "Hey, Ann, what happened the other day?" You know what I mean? Like, you give them even more emphasis that then it's like, oh, I know you don't want to respond now. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what happens, they feel like you've pulled them in the equal ground.
Well, she can't take it. You know, Lily is a negativity hunter.
Do you think that's true?
Oh, yeah, totally. If someone writes one bad thing about her, she's like, this person's a cunt, this person's that. I'm like, Lily, it's just a message board. And then she'll meet them and she won't even talk to them because she takes everything so personal.
I notice that people who, like, are friends and, like, come in and do the show get hurt by the board stuff a lot more than any of us. Like, Vinnie Cooper doesn't like it. Big A, I think, gets his feelings hurt. Mafia Life Chris. These guys will come by and sit in with us every once in a while. Yeah. They're the ones to be like, did you see that shit that happened? I'm like, what shit? No. This happens all the time. Read my emails.
But for them, that's like your best friend stabbing you, and it's just on the computer because they're on there so much. They take it as like a personal thing because that's their world, you know? They're all involved in it, so that's why they take it.
So you don't take it personal, Pitsy?
No, I don't care.
I can show you awful threads about you.
Oh, I've seen them. They fucking kill me.
Yeah.
But then I'm playing softball with some of these people on Saturday, so, you know, I just
That's the funny thing is that when they meet you, like the Eastside Dave haters... They love Eastside Dave when they meet him. They're like, hey!
Tony Bagels is on the boards, despises me. And every time we hung out, we've had nothing but smiles. Very odd.
You know, I never got around to thank those guys for the Ron Bennington's Line of the Day book. Unbelievable. Just beautiful, classy piece of work. Just gorgeous. I'm putting together a book signing right now. So, yeah, it should be a lot of fun.
You're gonna go ahead with the book signing. There's only one book.
Right.
To sign.
Right, at this point, it's unsigned.
Right. So who are you going to sign it to?
Sign it to me. Thanks for all these great lines. Love, Ron.
You're going to have a book signing with one book that you're signing to yourself?
How would you rather I do it?
Well, I don't think you should have any book signing.
Well, how do you do a book signing then?
Well, you have several books that people show up...
3?
No, you have like hundreds of books.
I'm not going to fucking sign hundreds of books. That's exhausting. I don't know what to say to people.
And you don't keep them. You give them to other people.
Give them or sell them?
Well, you sell them.
Well, then you're not making sense. I want to do one book signing. One thing about a book signing, no one likes, to have to stand on line. So this will be no line. You just come out, see me sign a book. And then we'll have some beers.
I can't wait. I can't wait for your book signing.
I know you're the only one being negative about this.
Well, I just think it's going to be a very short signing with just one book.
Who says I want to do all day signing? I don't have time for that. All right, now Mooch is our friend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why doesn't he like Lilly? That's what we don't know.
Well, I don't want to speak entirely for Mooch, but...
Go ahead and do it.
I will say that he probably finds her to be very egocentric, because she tends to...
By that you mean egotistical?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But no, if you're telling a story or you're talking about something else, it comes back to Lilly. It's what Lilly...
Now, Mooch, we never met... careful, Sarah, leaning over like that. With Mooch, we never met a nicer guy in our life. We all love the Mooch.
Charming, European. Yeah. What's not to like?
Yeah. Everybody likes an Irish guy.
Yeah, and he was
And I've never seen him attack anything with the show before.
Never. He's very
Did he attack anything here? Did he attack her, or was he just giving her the opinion?
Oh, I'm assuming it's just a very neutral, opinion. That's not personal.
Outside of the show.
You're blaming it on Lilly.
Yes, I am. I think she takes things way too personally.
All right, we're trying to make sure that we can get this printed up so we can read it off in the air. Ace, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's going on, boys? Yeah. I cannot believe that Fezzy is being so negative. He doesn't want you to succeed, Ron.
I noticed it too, that he's against a lot of my literary stuff. And I know that's because you don't read books, Fez.
Sure.
But I'm willing to do an audiobook.
Well, I appreciate that. I just don't see the sense in having a one-book signing.
Boy.
How many books you want me to have to sign? I mean, at what point do you say, I'm going to support my friend no matter what?
You want him to get arthritis? Like Johnny Unitas? I mean,
What are you trying to... You sitting there trying to rhyme? Hip-hop?
No. Oh, but seriously, I mean, you can't... Ron's right hand needs to be intact.
All right, here's what happened. So she made up the asexual monkeys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Which did she? Because really, it came out the other day, right?
She piggybacked.
Who
It was
gave-
Rooster.
Rooster started the asexual things. Like, there's a lot of asexual guys with this list. I made him write it up since there was 4. I called him the asexual Beatles. Then when we found out Earl didn't want to be in it, I called him Mike Nesmith. They became the asexual monkeys. So then she came by and added other names. So then Mooch, right? Oh, I see. So the remaining staff members / listeners that didn't slip it to her are asexual. So maybe he has a problem with people just being asexual. And then she writes back, being called that. Yes, you are absolutely right. Earl, Dave, Pitts, Bronx Johnny, Ron, Pepper, and the entire O&A staff, and also some of the Frank's Place guys. I've been really busy. How about you let me worry about my personal life and you worry about yours?
Oh, la la.
All right, so that's...
Touched a button there.
That's the beginning of that.
And then, just may I add that Dave's wife also added some more fuel to the fire.
What did she say?
She was like, welcome to a world of pain, blah, 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 whack bag. And I'm like, I don't know why Casey always has to get involved in things like this, Dave.
All right, so you felt like Casey went too far.
I haven't even seen the thread.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying that it's a personal thing, and people should respect personal items.
All right, so then Mooch writes back to her, don't know if you noticed, darling, but your last few fucks have been anything but personal. Every time you write another employee or listener, we've got to fucking hear about it at length. That's true.
It sounds worse in the accent.
That is true. I think it sounds better. I think it sounds friendlier. But that is true. She does come in and say, oh, I slept with this guy.
Yeah.
And normally they are some connection to the Ron and Fez show.
Always.
I think that's certainly true. And I think, in a way, Mooch is saying it's got to be about Lilly.
Right. But remember, who's Mooch's best pal? The girl.
Kathleen.
No. Beyond that. Here in New York.
Vinny.
Oh, Vinny.
Vinny Cooper.
Vinny Cooper.
Who started trouble is always fucking taking things from Vinny Cooper. Lil. So maybe he's doing a gentlemanly thing.
Oh, my God.
Like, he stands up for her. Like, when you hear your chick being attacked, you don't even say anything.
No, I was right about to. I don't know what the fuck Pitch is even talking about.
Yeah.
Adding fuel to the fire is welcome to pain? What?
It's in the thread.
It's in the thread. Go read the thread before you start acting like it never happened. Scott, you're on Ron and Fez.
Buddies, 287-253.
Hey, what's happening?
Hey, Fez, Jim Norton has a one-book signing, and it's going pretty well from what I hear.
Yeah, so where the hell does that go, Fez? Where the hell does that go?
He's only signing one book at these book signings?
Bill, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I was wondering, Ron, what you thought about Opie stealing your bit this morning.
What's that?
About how to kick a dwarf to death.
I don't ever remember saying anything about kicking a dwarf to death.
Or just kicking things to death in general.
I am not going to fall into that. I have no idea what you're talking about, but number one, I'm not even sure I came up with that. I think it was either a letter or we got it from somewhere else. So again, I wouldn't give a fuck if O&A sat there and read the entire Ron Bennington's line of the day. They're more than welcome to it. You're not going to pull us apart. I'm not going to be drug into Fez's radio wars.
So, yeah, sounds like that caller's trying to get a radio war started all over again.
What's she having a giant bowl of today? I mean an enormous bowl.
Slop?
Looks like it's some sort of soup. I'm going to say it's wonton.
All right, hold on. I got something for Pitsy. This is for you from Casey. Fuck you, Pitts. They love to pick on chicks. Baggers hate Dave, and now they hate me.
I don't know.
Let me just read this part. Fuck you, Pitts. That's my favorite part.
Yeah.
It's a fucking penny with meat sauce. And I mean, it's an enormous amount. A crazy amount.
She's hungry.
Is she that hungry?
Yeah.
Gluttony at a certain point.
Lily's also got to learn that certain websites, they're just different. Whack bag, and I'm not saying they're bad, they're negative, they're positive, but they attack more. That's just their little thing.
Wait, we're talking about somebody else here, though. We're talking about Mooch and Mooch only. He's the only person who said that. And he's on all the sites, and everybody loves Mooch. I've never heard anybody say a bad thing about Mooch. He actually cuts bits and sends it to us.
And they're great, yeah. So I think, there's what Mooch said, there's got some truth in it.
I think something might have happened when Mooch was here that we're not abreast of, that maybe we need to dig a little deeper. Maybe something happened where Lilly didn't take his advances. I don't know.
That's never happened ever. Anyone who's ever made an advance on Lilly, except for Earl, has slept with her.
I mean, I can tell you just maybe because there's some Irish blood in me, but when he spoke, yeah, even I was like, wow, that's a very handsome...
You were ready to give it up to him?
No, I mean,
you were a little turned on.
I'm not going to say I was turned on. I wasn't going to suck his cock or anything. I'm just saying I was like, wow, that's a handsome guy with a beautiful way of speaking. I wouldn't mind,
Excuse me?
I mean, not that
you
I'm
can't
gay.
tell me nothing.
I'm not saying that I'm gay. I'm saying I wouldn't
What
mind.
song, Earl? What song am I doing?
I don't know.
Excuse me? You saying something? You can't tell me nothing. Look for it, Earl. That's your new thing.
He'll find it.
He's still working on it.
I'm going to throw a Pepper, I think, is onto it. Pepper? Wait till I get my money right. Oh, come on, Earl. Earl's never involved with the hip-hop scene at all anymore.
That is true. I haven't been.
All right, hold on. I have a
while.
very special guest. Give me a little Irish music in the background, Earl. It's the Mooch. Mooch, how you doing, my brother?
Hello, what's crack? How you doing?
How are you?
Yeah, no, it's not bad.
All right,
hear my name mentioned. Like.
Yeah, your name's been mentioned over here because we didn't.
What is the crack? Every time I post something on Whackbag now, you're bringing it up. What's the story?
Well, we have never seen Lilly go on Whackbag, and you and Lilly are now bumping heads. We never thought we'd see that.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
What happened?
I don't know. I just thought it was weird her bringing up this list about asexual.
Right.
Whenever she's like, riding everybody, it's so funny. She's like banging all the staff and all, and then she's on. These are the asexual people, but and like your man had already done the bit, so why do the bit again with her?
Yeah, the bit was not invented by her. It was invented by the rooster. You're right about that.
Former intern.
So, Mooch, tell me the truth. Do you feel like she pulls the show down a little bit?
No, man, I don't want to shit on her big. I just don't think she's great. I'm just bored of the sex talk, but you talking about who she's been banging and that. I don't know. Just my opinion. But it's only a post on a board. She's gonna have to get used to a bit of criticism. She's gonna be on TV and all that.
Sure. Well, I don't know whether she's gonna get in TV. Earl hasn't been able to get her anywhere right now.
I don't know. I've seen the clips. I don't know if she's gonna get into TV either.
Yeah. And I admit, she was supposed to be doing some work for me in Unmasked. Very little.
Oh.
Very little. She gives me two things. Here's something I took off Google. I mean, that's her idea of researching is printing off a Google thing. So I don't know what's...
No, it's Ron Bennington Productions. Your name's up there, Ronnie. You got to be careful.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. But there you go. That's it.
All right, so...
Staying on here, because this is international call, mate. All
right, Mooch. I appreciate you calling, buddy.
All right. Take it easy.
Take
Bye.
care.
Have a good day. Cheerio, boys.
All right, cheerio, boys.
I couldn't understand a word he said.
Oh, he's the best.
I love him.
Yeah.
But I couldn't understand him.
He's the best. All right. So Casey's got a problem with Mooch, too, huh?
I didn't know that.
Well, you said you knew what went on here when with Bitsy.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm saying she has a problem with Pitts, and she might have a problem with Whackbag.
Well, the Whackbag, it was only one person. It was Mooch. Yeah, he doesn't speak for Whackbag.
Well, if
you have to remember, Whackbag does some fantastic things.
No, that's true.
Like the Ron Bennington's Line of the Day book. Which, by the way, in all honesty, I felt like I didn't... I was in such a little state of shock the other day. I didn't feel like I thanked those guys properly.
You didn't think so?
No.
I thought you gave him a nice thanks.
I was absolutely stunned by that present.
It was a beautiful
I'm used
gift.
to getting fucking ashtrays and bad theaters tickets. To get something like that... how did we start out with the music and it's not playing anymore? Were you wrong when you...
Yeah, I was a little bit off because of the freaking clocks. 2 different clocks here. That was my fault.
You were queuing up live again, weren't you?
Earl.
Here's Mafia Life Chris. Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah.
Coming from someone who is usually sensitive about these things, like you said, Ronnie, I learned you really need a tough skin to post on these message boards these days, and I could thank Dugout Doug and FBA for my tough skin personally. You know, I see things from a different perspective now that I actually own a board, and I think I'm getting along with people.
No, but I hear that you're stealing away some of the famous Ron and Fez guys. I heard the problem with RonFez.net started when you started stealing people away.
Well, think about that. Can I really steal people away, or are they just leaving and finding comfortability somewhere else?
You make them mods, and they feel like, how could I turn this down? Remember, that's how Dave got stole away.
That's right.
By FBA.
Yeah.
He became a quick mod, and when that happened, he turned his back on RonFez.net. One never went back there.
If someone dangles that mod ship carrot in front of you, it's just way too enticing. And I had to go.
And we've talked about this many times before. We've got to somehow help RonFez.net re-strengthen themselves, because it's not good for us to have a weak official board.
I think they need some new mod ship turnovers. I think they need to fire some people and rehire some other ones. I think the first step in that direction is maybe making Alki or Solera a moderator, who have been long overdue.
Now, since he's got tough skin, I just saw this post that Chris is a monkey. He tries to copy other people's ideas, only badly. I'm not going to say who that said that, but it's Deb. Lily.
Hi, boys.
What are you doing? Slugging it out on a board.
You know what? I feel sometimes like I need to defend myself because people like to talk shit about my personal life, which is so not fair, really. So,
Lily, everything about your personal life you brought up on the air. We never knew about any of these people at all.
Yeah, but the things that I say are the things that I say, and they're true. But when people want to speculate about shit that they have no idea what they're talking about...
Why do you and Mooch have this problem?
Mooch has this problem, and Mooch does not like me, I know, because he is friends with Winnie Cooper. So right off the bat...
So that's what it comes down to.
Like me. Yeah, absolutely. Well, because I've seen that he said nice things about me in the past, so now all of a sudden he wants to say, like, really horrible things about me, like I fucked every staff member, that I fucking, like, I'm just a horrible person and all this shit. Like,
not
fuck
the
you don't know my life, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could count on one hand how many guys I've slept with, so... And second of all, like, he flip-flops. Like, one minute he says nice things about me, like Lilly rules, and then the next minute it's like I'm a fucking slut.
He drinks. But he drinks. But you have to remember, we're all friends with Vinnie Cooper.
Yeah, but you guys are not going around saying that I'm a slut just because me and Winnie Cooper have a little bit of a, whatever. So I don't know where he gets off saying that.
I don't know if that's why he did.
Well, then I'd like to know the reason that he's been saying horrible things about me. I really would.
He just thinks you slow the show down, like now.
Oh, okay. Well...
in a slutty kind of way.
All right, are you coming in tomorrow, Lily?
Yeah, I'll be in tomorrow.
All right, we'll straighten this out tomorrow.
All right, great.
All right?
All right, boys.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, it's always something around here, huh?
Mm-hmm. SSD.
Another thing, we got to get Vinny's health good again. It's not the same. Nothing's the same. We got to re-strengthen RonFez.net and get Vinnie Cooper back up.
Well,
you get her back up to speed. There's no stopping her.
And maybe get GVAC a mod ship as well.
GVAC's been offered a mod ship and spread the iris.
We want it from RonFez.net.
No, but I'm telling you, I know that for a fact.
See, this is bad.
So is Paul Lowe.
Yeah.
And it goes on and on like that.
He's like, Mafia Life Chris, the Steinbrenner of internet administrators.
He really is. You got to give him credit. He's trying to be known out there.
And he knows that GVAC right now is Reggie Jackson.
But why do we not see RonFez.net protecting their place in the world? That's surprising.
Because Mikey Boy's drinking habits.
I disagree. I know he drinks a little more than he used to, but I don't feel like he's the reason it's falling apart.
But it's all slipping away. There's no... It's like... It's this attitude.
A couple people wrote to me that the problem is that's where Matty Fridays post.
That's true.
And that drives people away.
He is the worst.
Yeah.
Officially.
Does he post anywhere else? Is he welcomed anywhere else?
I think he tries to post other places, but he's most significant on RonFez.net.
Get him a mod ship offered somewhere else.
Yeah.
And RonFez.net will come back.
I don't know.
I'd love to see an alliance between RonFez